Monday steps up, he's got the heat, judging the world from his front row seat. Uniqo's got the news, fresh and clean, dropping the truth like you never seen. Keeping 99, that's the motto we roll, bringing the vibe that ignites your soul. Monday, Uniqo, and Zelmae sing. Tune in now before you blink. Uniqo breaks it down with the clever twist, serving the facts you can't resist. But Monte's got the takes, sharp and true, reviewing it all like only he can do. Keep it 99, that's the motto we roll, bringing the vibe that ignites your soul. Monte, Uniqo, and Zelmae sing. Tune in now before you blink. Keep it 99, that's the motto we roll, bringing the vibe that ignites your soul. Monte, Uniqo, and Zelmae sing. Tune in now before you blink. Zelmae the boss, pulling all the strings, producing the magic that this trio brings. Every click, every view, it's all in the plan. Keep it 99, we're your #1 fans. Keep it 99, that's the motto we roll, bringing the vibe that ignites your soul. Monte, Uniqo, and Zelmae sing. Tune in now before you blink.
What's up, Alpha? And y'all can see, happy birthday to Arthur and Hey Arnold, both October 7th, 1996, which means they will be they'll be 29 right now. So shout out to Hey Arnold and Arthur. I appreciate everybody for coming. But still put it in the comment section. Shout out to But it is your boy, the Alpha Zelmae, looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy, and this is Keep It 99 Sports, your #1 place to get that sports information and all of that information from everyone else. It is also, we are joined with the legend himself, the best in the mic, the indie animal himself. They're going off in Indiana. Indiana got everything. They got even the Cash Money show coming, No Limit Soldier. It is the one and only Uniqo. How you doing there, Uniqo?
All right, man. What's good? You already know the deal, man. 100%. We got Indiana Jones out here. We got Indiana Jones out here. We got Danny Dimes, if you will. We also got, hey man, run up, get done up Sanchez out here. Hey, don't play them. Don't play with the Indianimals. We out here, man. Fever got cheated. Y'all killed my girl. It's cool. It's all good.
And of course, we also have the one and only, the legend himself. This catch this aggro. It is the Monray Hudson. How you doing, Monray?
Okay, first, can I be heard?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Frozen screen, but I'm still here. Yo, it's your boy Monray, ready for these people to catch this aggro, because these takes are going to be hot. They not going to be accepted well, possibly, but you will understand. So it is what it is.
Yeah, and I don't know if we have another guest here. They're going to see what but it is your boy, Laughs Up, man. We got a great show for y'all today. We got great content. And of course, like I said, happy birthday to Arthur. Happy birthday to Hey Arnold. Also, shout out to Allen Iverson and apparently Marcus Jordan for their 6-month sobriety. So shout out to both of them, legends. So I always appreciate that. They said they've been 6 months sober for both of them. Or them getting tricked by AI. It's getting real confusing out here. I seen Martin Luther King and Malcolm X have a WWE promo battle. So I don't know what's going on anymore. It's getting real confusing out here.
Scary stuff. We're in scary times, man. Are we actually watching NFL or is these AI games? Like,
so you better make a whole AI game and convince people that it's real.
Does Cam Newton exist?
As long as that hat exists, he exists. But we're gonna start the show off pretty. Let's see. I don't know if is Gerald coming on. Uniqo.
We'll find out. I don't know.
He's here, but I don't know if he wants to join on. So I don't know. Let's see. Hello, nobody.
Yeah, I ain't nobody. Can you hear me?
Oh
Yeah, we can hear
yeah,
you.
there it is. Do you hear me?
Uh,
I mean, can you hear me?
He's can you
I
hear
can
me?
hear
Do you?
y'all. I can hear y'all somewhat.
Let's go.
Okay. So it's good that we can be heard. Of course, y'all know we got to start our first topic off. It's gonna be a fun one. It's a new one. It's Are They Cooked? Brought to you
Woo!
by P. Monray Hudson. Asking, are they cooked? Did you see the logo right there? And you know what it means when they are cooked. We're gonna give them the sign when they cooked.
Give me the what? Oh Lord. What kind of hands?
So whenever we say somebody's cooked, they get some BTA.
All 13 seconds of it? I mean, can they just get
No,
some of it?
no, you getting cut off there. I just wanted people to show the whole one. But I just want y'all to know what's coming. But so let's start the segment off. We are going through the list. Are they cooked? We're starting off with Justin Fields. Let's start off with Uniqo. Is Justin Fields cooked?
Justin Fields is not cooked. They are doing what OBJ said that the Giants did to him. They are trying to send this man to his quote unquote grave. They are trying to send him. They sending him there to die at the Jets, and he is performing well. I think that team is just cheeks. The organization is cheeks.
Monray. Are they cooked? Justin Fields.
Okay, I always got a test. Can I be heard
Check, check,
safely?
check.
All right. I'm sorry, he's cooked. Like I'm just going to be real. He's cooked. This is year 4 or 5. As we've seen with other quarterbacks, there is a possibility for a revival project, and you being able to reaffirm your career, come back in different ways. But right now, yeah, he's cooked. Like he doesn't look good. He doesn't look good. The only game he's looked good was week 1, which nobody ever takes seriously because nobody really knows he's gonna get week 1. Every other week he hasn't looked good. Mind you, he might still be recovering from concussion protocol. So my prayers out to him. But I'm just going by what we see. What we see, he does not look good. His last 2 games have been horrific. So going at the rate they go, they are the only, I think, winless team in the league. Like that just looks cooked. Like I don't really see a positive way out of it. It's not like they're devoid of talent. He just doesn't look good. And so, it might be a long-term thing for Aaron Glenn to get them right, but he look cooked.
Nobody. Is Justin Fields cooked?
If he stays on the Jets, his career is cooked. You can call that. The Jets have not produced any good quarterback. Mark Sanchez was on the Jets and he just got stabbed. So Jets are a franchise that is going nowhere, and if Justin Fields stays, he's going nowhere, and he's going nowhere fast. The longer he's on the Jets, the quicker his career is going to end.
That's fair. I'm gonna go over some stats and then I'm gonna say my opinion. Justin Fields against the Dolphins, 20 for 27, 226 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, 81 yards rushing at 11 yards per carry. Also, Justin Fields against the Cowboys, it was just 32 for 46, 283, 2 touchdowns, 7 carries for 26 yards. To be fair, he playing decent. The team just trash.
Agreed.
So like
Agreed.
once you look at the stats, you be like, now the Cowboys game, you can say them was garbage yards, so that one might not count as much. He also came off a concussion. He also had a good game against wasn't it? To me, it feel like he the best player on a bad team.
Yes.
Because Brees Hall
I can see that.
until this week against the Cowboys, but the Cowboys played well, but every other week. By the way, Brees Hall, I gotta say this. Bro, you break 30 yards for like 4 or 5 plays and you fumble each time. That was crazy to me. That was awful. But do I think Justin Fields is cooked? As everybody said, as long as he on the Jets, I think most quarterbacks on the Jets as well as most players on the Giants. If you in New York right now, it seems like your career just cooked. So I do
Well,
agree.
he just a side note, he has a 100.1 QB rating. So just throwing it out there right now.
Yes, his stats pretty decent. Ain't mind blowing, but the
That
team
ain't
he
his
on.
fault. I just don't feel like this a team thing. It's organization thing. See what happens when Baker Mayfield gets with a team that organization. I'm just throwing stuff out there.
Hey, if you're a team out there, get Bryce Young when he leaves because everybody that leave Carolina seems to do great.
They try to get Baker out of here and say, take
They
your
had
over
Sam. I
there to
think they had
Carolina.
and then Jets too. Sam Darnold. It was the battle of like this week was the battle of backups.
They
Let's do the
bad
next one.
organizations, man.
Are they cooked? The Bengals. With the addition of Joe Flacco, this makes this way more interesting. We're gonna start with
Addition.
Monray. Monray, are the Bengals cooked?
Bro, they've been cooked ever since week 2. I don't even know why we playing like they're not. Like, ain't nobody playing like that. Yes, they're cooked. They are definitely cooked. I don't even know why they traded for Joe Flacco. Maybe they wanted to, just have a backup quarterback on the roster by name so that they can still look like they're doing something when in reality they're probably still tanking for the rest of the year. Because Joe Flacco is washed. Like, it's not really just something saying to like, just the man's 40. Like, he was benched for the rookie quarterback after week 4. He's washed, and then they trade for him. He's washed. Like, so obviously they're cooked. Like, we knew they were cooked the second Joe Burrow was out for 3 months estimated time, bare minimum or something. We knew they were cooked. So yeah, they're cooked. They're hopefully they can follow my ideas, that I gave for after like week 2 or whatever, or what they should do with this year and some picks. But yeah, they're done for.
Nobody with the addition of Joe Flacco are the Bengals cooked.
Um, the Bengals were cooked with Joe Burrow. If you can't protect your quarterback, what do you think you're gonna do with another one? The Bengals historically in September are trash. They did manage to get out 2 games, if I recall. Yay, happy. You lost your quarterback for the year. And when he comes back, he can't come back in January. He won't be playing because the Bengals are trash. They are cooked. It's time for some new head coaching. It's time, honestly, for a new GM. Joe Burrow can only take you so far. And that's all I got to say.
If you had your two defensive ends way longer because didn't want to pay them and argue like you Jerry Jones at the end of the year, maybe they would be a little bit better. But Uniqo, are the Bengals cooked?
Man, they are sadly very cooked, super cooked, ultimate cooked. I mean, this is this is the only reason I believe they brought Joe Flacco in. I believe they brought Joe Flacco in because he know how to get his best receivers the ball. Maybe I'm can you get T Higgins some production? Because maybe can you read the defense a little bit better? But at the end of the day, man, he's standing there like a statue. So like this is worse. This is worse than like a younger quarterback. I mean, Joe Burrow, albeit like 28 years old. Man, I guess somebody got to go back there and get beat up every game. And I just maybe Flacco will get lucky and get a couple deep balls down to T Higgins and Jamar Chase might be man. Jamar Chase and them want their bread. So at this point, he's gonna go to Joe Flacco and say, "Feed me, I need my stats." At this point, damn everything else. It's only a couple people on that team that matter for real, for real. So I would say, yeah, let me get with Joe Flacco. Let's have a conversation and then let's feed me the ball. I don't care.
The Bengals might be so cooked that they burnt. Listen, it is insane how this team is not good. They not built well. The owner's cheap. The owner makes complaints about like little stupid thing. Try to put clauses in contracts. Keep trying to screw his play. He tried to make the crowd happy by putting, look at these big names I signed, and that's it. The organization ain't. I don't know how they got to the Super Bowl once under Joe Flacco doing a miracle and staying healthy because that's basically the only season you
Agreed.
stay healthy because the offensive line is trash. But and I think he even missed some games that season, but it wasn't that bad that year. Because you remember his rookie year out, his second year, the winner year they went to Super Bowl, he was relatively healthy. I think he missed earlier in the first game, if I'm not correct. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. And then later on, he gets hurt every season. This year, worse than the other because the team ain't built right. Everybody know you build your team inside out. But start off with your quarterback and your pass rushers, and then you build your team out. They built their team off Joe Flacco and his receivers, which ain't nothing wrong with having one, but two is a lot. And even if you did, they so cheap, they ain't going in that luxury tax to make up for it. So they cooked by default. But
can I throw this out here? This is a quick stat. He fell asleep 1-4. He has awakened today at 2-3. So I mean, I guess that's an upgrade for the life of Joe Flacco. He has 2 wins instead of 1.
So that's fair. But we have a special guest today, and I made sure to put this in this order. That's when I saw him. Nobody. It's the Ravens cooked.
We come back around. Go ahead, Zelmae. Just go. We can come back around.
I think he's in deep hurt right now. He's in deep pain. I think he even lost his number to his name.
There's no.
Jesus.
I think he just disconnected. He's so it. But Monray.
That is theater, everyone. Theater.
It's the Ravens cooked.
Okay. I'm not as choppy or anything, so hopefully this comes out perfect English. No, they're not cooked. And it's actually going to be shocking to say that. But as I told Zelmae last week, and as I tell them again, I have zero faith in their division whatsoever. Do I trust the Steelers? No. You have a 40-year-old quarterback, and they've barely been able to maintain surface off of some of these easy and win games. They've been able to scrape together wins. They have 3 wins. It's 3-1. The Ravens are 1-4. Do I think they will be cooked if they don't win one of their next 2 games? Absolutely. I think they're absolutely cooked if they don't win one of the next 2 games. But, like I pointed out last week, their schedule gets so light after this upcoming Rams game, it's ridiculous. You also have a bye week after this next game. Lamar hopefully comes back. The team finds some kind of footing and runs off a bunch of easy games. And you have all your divisional games, which we already know the division is basically a layup except for the Steelers. So is it possible they can win? Yeah. And if it's possible, you're not cooked. Now, if they don't win their next 2 games, I think they're cooked just after the number of losses. But I do think it's possible that they can make a comeback. So I don't think they're cooked quite yet. Though, it is getting a little grilled up in there, but they're not quite cooked yet.
Uniqo. Is the Ravens cooked?
I'm gonna say that I obeyed my mama and took the chicken out before I went to school. So by the time she get home, she can cook. That's where I'm at. It's just not looking good for me. I mean, yes, yeah, the Rams, okay. That defense has zero pride. I'm sorry. They don't care. The only pride they have is like, ooh, he did Ray Lewis's dance. I'm mad at that. Okay.
I will also throw in they have like 7 starters injured on defense.
That's fair. That's fair.
And the thing is, I don't think 2 or 3 of them coming back. so that's
that is a rough one. That is rough.
The All-American defensive tackle is gone, which makes their run defense awful because he was a run stop. But it's Uniqo turn.
I mean, have the Bears figured it out offensively? I don't know. Dolphins cooked. Super cooked. We don't even got to get on them. They don't even need to be on this list. They've been cooked. I ain't never ate dolphin before. I bet it's fire, but you shouldn't eat them because they're mammals. Yeah, this upcoming schedule, it can get easy when you get to the Vikings, potentially the Browns, depending on the quarterback that's out there, and then the Jets. I'm not counting Justin Fields out, so yeah, they cook, bro. Nah, damn that. Mama seasoning the chicken right now.
Listen. No, I'm gonna let Lamar Jackson come back. We got a chance. But I seen that defense against the Texans team. I showed Monray and them in the group chat some
confidence booster.
I showed them some plays. The lineman on the Texans, the quarterback didn't even get a second before he got sacked. He didn't even get to turn around for the play action. He got sacked before he even faked the handoff. Another play is they had 4 people blocking one person to the point where they started blocking each other and they gave up a sack. This is the Texans offensive line. They look like the best offense in the league against this Ravens defense right now. We're talking about literally, statistically, one of the worst offenses in the league this year. Dropped 46 on you. Even with Lamar, all of a sudden you're gonna come back probably 1-4, 1-5, and then every game a shootout. I don't know. Every game is gonna be a shootout. That's just how it's gonna be. Why? Because a lot of them players, like I said, 2 or 3 of them out for the year, and like I think 2 others are out for a while. I think you got is Hamlin? I think Hamlin might be coming back soon, so maybe they can help in the secondary. But I don't know how you gonna help in the run. That defense look awful. Lamar gonna have to pull off a miracle. And if Lamar can pull this off, we might have to talk about him in the MVP race, which we'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, I think unless Lamar Jackson goes to super MVP where you can't deny it, I think they are cooked. Because 1-5 starters.
I do have a question before we go on past the Ravens. Is John Harbaugh losing the locker room? Because the Texans' loss to me wasn't necessarily about personnel, just more about effort. Like it just seemed like they just didn't really give a lot of effort all around. Like especially on defense, because like your defense is bad. They're like 31st in the league, I think. But the Texans' offense has not been consistently good, even against some of the worst teams in the league. To me, it was just more about like they really didn't try after a certain point. And I'm just like, if you can't get effort out of the players that are there to get paid hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars to play, you might be cooked just on the fact that your head coach just might not like we said like about Tomlin, you know, when they were making whispers about him and the Steelers last year and other coaches. If your voice ain't heard in the locker room anymore, you know, it might be it.
Nobody do you want to respond to? Is your Ravens cooked? I don't know. Can you hear me? Nobody? He might be having some technical issues.
Let me throw this out here. Listen, these dudes play. They go to practice, right? They go to practice every single day, whatever practice is.
Except for Addison, he don't go to practice.
But they know Cooper Rush, and they're like, dude, he's ass. We're not about to wake up for these games for Cooper Rush. I mean, is that a real thing?
I can't say that because I look at the Titans. Cam Ward is fresh, wet behind the ears rookie. They know they were trash. He even said they were trash. And they got up to play. They didn't even have a reason to play because they know they're not making the playoffs this year. Just be real. You know Brian Callahan probably getting fired after this year. They know that. And they still at least went out and tried.
Well, you go to ask teams
the Ravens just
to get film on you for your next contract. That's what you do. You got to play decently to get another contract.
No, that's the quarterback. I'm talking about the rest of the team. They even went out and tried.
That's what I'm talking about. The rest of the team is like, I need film for my next team. I'm not going to always play on the Titans. I just need to get my bag.
And the Ravens can't do that? The Ravens couldn't do that?
I don't know.
That's why I don't accept their excuse, because I'm like, bro, they didn't do that.
Listen, maybe they realize maybe they defense realized we got too many injuries and we kind of not gonna win, so they just kind of gave up. I don't know. But the Titans also didn't have expectation this year, so they like, yo, we playing for the next contract. Well, Ravens might be disappointed and like, dang, we thought we were going to the Super Bowl. So it could be that too. So
because they know they can't win. They can't win without that boy, because he know that maybe Lamar Jackson was actually masking the offensive line and their deficiency. Maybe he was. I don't know.
I mean, but like, if you look at it, I'm just like, that look like that just come down to effort. And if you can't get effort out of the players, you're gonna look at the head coach. You're gonna look, I mean, the coaching in general, like the whole coaching scheme. You're gonna look at all of them. I can't wait. Like you can be like, there's no way the Baltimore Ravens gave up. Like that's like saying, you know, like the Pittsburgh Steelers gave up. If you gave up, you done lost your locker room. That's just period.
What you said, they need Ray Lewis to come out on a Monday Night Football game and get the crowd hype or something to try and give them something.
I ain't gonna them.
I mean, I'm saying for
you seen that defense? They ain't gonna them.
Just like Michael Irvin, you know what I'm saying? Just like Michael Irvin come out there and be coked out and just get everybody hyped. Yeah.
I don't know. Next up, we have Are They Cooked? The Raiders. Yes. I'm
Yes.
gonna start this. Yes. Listen, Geno Smith throw the ball to the other team. And like it ain't no tomorrow. My man loves throwing the ball to the other team. I have never seen a man just go out there and just throw the ball straight to the other player. Like he just does it. It's not. It's like instinct. Ashton Genty would break so a 30-yard next play. He throwing the ball in double coverage, getting picked up. Sometimes they even dropping picks because he throwing it in such tight coverage that two of the corners hit each other. Like that's how much he throwing. He like, oh y'all didn't catch this one. The next play, let me throw it back to you. See if you can catch this. It is insane the levels of. I don't know what happened to this man or why Geno Smith can't. Maybe he need that surgery that Jameis Winston had because right now I don't know if he's seeing double or what because he's throwing the ball straight to the other team. It is asinine how crazy, how bad Geno Smith is playing right now. They are 100% cooked. That division is decent enough that they ain't gonna win no game in the division because Geno can't throw the ball straight. The coach, the offensive coordinator, is fighting with the running back on how he's standing there and getting the ball, in which he stands straight up. He breaks. He seemed to break more tackle, but he want to argue with him. Chip Kelly wants to argue with Ashton Gentry on how should he put his hand on his knees. I'm like, bro, you have a bigger issue right now than worried about how that running back is standing in the backfield. So it's everything. They are cooked. Monray, are the Raiders cooked?
Yeah, they cooked. I mean, I can't lie. I'm surprised at how cooked they already are by week 5. I'm really surprised. Like we expected Geno to be an upgrade at quarterback. Currently, he's not, and it's really wild that he's not an upgraded quarterback from Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell. And it's like Geno, the recent Geno we've seen in the last 3 years has really been a relatively really good quarterback, like very solid. And we're like, same head coach. And you are just as bad as Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew's bad woes was. Like the Raiders last year were 4-13. At the rate they going, they're gonna be the same thing. And it's like, why? Well, the offensive line isn't good. Their secondary isn't good. And it's just like we just thought that Geno and Ashton Genty and Pete Carroll would be able to overcome some of that. And it's just like we lied to ourselves. That's what they look like. They look like we lied to ourselves that this division was going to be top tier. We were going to be competing for a wild card spot. They look like they lied to themselves, and it's actually quite shocking that their only win was week 1 against the Patriots. When we just said week 1 doesn't mean as much. Like Marcus Mariota was dicing up their secondary, bro. I don't even know what to say anymore about the Raiders. It's bad, and it's just week 5. Oh boy.
Breaking news: C.J. Gardner-Johnson just got signed by the Ravens. He got cut by the Texans, and the Texans ain't good, so I don't know.
Is there an upgrade?
Desperation.
Is there?
Desperation.
I'm saying to find anybody to play defense. Hey, do you breathe? Can you
Desperation.
breathe? Oh, you can play defense too. We just need nobody.
Zelmae, you still play corner a little bit?
They signed everybody. What's old boy name? The one that be doing all the running drills he used to play. They might sign him too. Hey, come back. You can still run out there.
Yeah, his name like Ash too.
Desperation, boy. Pure desperation.
Shout out to my Alcorn boy. I didn't know he came from Alcorn, so I can't be too hard on him. So Alcorn State.
Oh, he was a Q dog, I bet. Q dog or Kappa.
Yeah,
But
so I can't be mad at my Alcorn brother. But Uniqo.
yeah, man. See, last year he had Jackson and Jigba and all them cats and DK Metcalf and all them. That's what Geno had. This do y'all know Jacoby Myers like that? Do y'all know Dante Thornton Jr., Trey Tucker, Alex Bachman, Jack Beck, Justin Shorter? Do y'all know them? Like, man, this is a no. Who is who? Ashton Genty. I do know Raheem Mostert from when he played with the Dolphins. Other than that, man, this offense is ass. This is who are these people? I mean, defensively,
We got Brock Bowers, but that's about it.
man, this team sucks. And I mean, Tom Brady's gonna have a lot to do with fixing these things, but I don't know what kind of money they got going on. You know, Max Crosby's probably their best player, I guess. So, I mean, with that being said, man, they been cooked. I think it's a miracle they got any kind. Man, they were supposed to lose the way they lost yesterday or Sunday for sure.
They are cooked. As you know, the segment we are doing now, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. We are talking about are they cooked? We got 2 more teams left. We have the Cardinals. Monray, I know you want to talk about this one. Are the Cardinals cooked?
Fried and fertilized. Let's just go and keep it a bean. Them boys headed for a full rebuild. Kyler Murray getting traded. Head coach getting fired. I'm telling you, full rebuild. Everybody up for grabs. Marvin Harrison Jr., you might get traded even though you're still on a rookie deal. I'm telling you, bro. They finna wash the whole team. Because they've been a picture-perfect example of mediocrity for the last 4 years. And it's crazy that they just have not been able to. Their highest peak was like the 1 year that they fell apart at the end of the year. I can't remember, it was a couple of years ago. So they fell apart at the end of the year, lost dang near 6 straight games, and lost their division, but still made the playoffs, and then got washed in the first round. That was the best year that they've had since the Super Bowl Fitzgerald, Kurt Warner time period. It's bad. Like that, and it's like just how they lost. It's just okay. You started out 2-0, even though they're against weak teams. Okay, you can make stuff work. You know, get your feet under you and get the running. And now they've lost 3 straight. And the worst one, they found a way to snatch defeat out of the jaws of victory and gave the Titans their first win. It's almost mind-boggling how they gave the game away. Just in every facet of the game. Penalties, your backup running back decides to pull a Deshaun Jackson, throws the ball out the end zone. You would think after as many times we've seen this that people would learn by now not to do that, but they still do that. So that happened. The field goal, but just take your pick. I'm in shock. They should not be cooked. They should be, at least 3-2, well within, possible wild card playoff race, well within fighting for their division. And now we have zero faith that they will do anything. Like, they boiled. I don't even want to say cooked. They just boiled. They ain't even worthy of being on the grill right now. They boiled.
Uniqo.
I want to give a shout out to Carson Palmer as well. He's a very capable quarterback for that organization at the time. What do you do? I mean, I honestly, I think my problem with that team is, man, I mean, they put the points up. They can do it. It's just, boneheaded plays. But is it just me, or is like teams that are about to go into like a real rebuild, and then like they get all the players they want, then they fire the coach? Is this all black head coaches or what? Because they're doing that to Robert Saleh. They're doing this right now with the coach for the Cardinals. So I mean, that I don't. It just seemed like that's like a pattern. Remember, Lovie Smith used to get a whole bunch of teams, and they had to get him out of there. But the next year, as soon as he gone, they start having good offenses and good defenses and all that type of stuff. They cook. They just cook. They just cook, man. Especially as long as, like you say, that badass little boy running around there.
Listen, my man run with his arms tight like this. I'm like, why you running like that? I knew they was cooked the second I saw Cam Ward throw a pick and the Titans scored a touchdown. That's all you.
Dear God, that play. Oh, my God.
That's all you didn't know if your team cooked. The Tennessee Titans, listen to what I'm saying, because I think you might get confused. Cam Ward threw an interception. And Cam Ward played for the Titans. He threw an interception to the Cardinals. The Titans scored a touchdown on that play. Think about how crazy that sounds. That sounds insane. Listen, Cam Ward probably look at his team when they come after him like, you can't say we ass. He look like,
you gonna tell me about some shit you ain't never seen, bitch ass nigga. You can miss me with the whole ass shenanigans, my nigga.
My boy Cam Ward said, I win everywhere I go. Y'all niggas suck. Listen, I'm gonna say we ass and we getting a win, and the Cardinals now are cooked. And you know what Kyler Murray probably saying and Marvin Harrison Jr.
I had an allergic reaction last night.
To what?
Niggas.
That's what he's saying. Even when he look at the game, we're like, yo, bro, all right. But yeah, they cook. Matter of fact, they deep fried. I have never seen a person throw a pick. Listen, I don't know what's going on there. I'm so confused. I'm perplexed by that game, actually. Like, I've never, like, how do you throw a pick to win the game and then you lose it? How does that happen? But yeah, they cook. Next up, the Kansas City Chiefs. Uniqo. It's up again. Are they cooked?
I'll make this quick. No, as long as you got Pat Mahomes and an offensive core that's coming back from some injuries, especially from wide receiver and some skill positions. Man, I'm not counting the Chiefs out, especially in that ass division. Are you telling me that he got to go against basically Bo Nix? I ain't ready for Bo Nix pause. You know what I mean? And that Herbert boy, I don't trust him either. So I think it'll come together, man. It's just only 5 games.
Monray, are the Chiefs cooked?
No, they're not cooked, but their defense might be. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. I got questions about their defense. I don't even know about the effort part, but there have been like halfway decent offenses, and respect to the Eagles, because they're somewhat finding themselves. Halfway decent offenses have put up numbers on this defense this year. And Steve Spagnuolo has been one of the predominant best defense coordinators of the last decade, roughly. Just as long as he's been on the Chiefs, at least. I'm really surprised at how questionable they are on defense at times this year. It's not been consistent. The Giants threw themselves out the game, where Russell was throwing stuff against the back of the end zone and trying to hit the goalpost. So, that 9-point presentation ain't really true. But 2 decent offenses, put up 30, and then the Chargers put up 27 week 1. And, the Eagles, mostly pure running the ball, still managed to put up 20 points. Like, it's just, I don't like the inconsistency that I'm seeing on the Chiefs, defense-wise. Offensively, they're going to get better, as they get the wide receivers back and get back in the rhythm. But just defensively, I am worried that it's not as potent as it should be for a Super Bowl run. Otherwise, they're not cooked necessarily. But their schedule doesn't get easier. They do have the Lions coming up next week, which is going to be a pivotal game. So we will see Sunday night what they're going to look like.
Nobody. I have a question for you. Are the Ravens, Raiders, Cardinals, and Chiefs, are they cooked? Specifically, start with the Raiders. I want you to start with the Ravens. Ravens. Start with the Ravens. Make sure.
The Ravens. Whew. Only the Ravens can put up 30 points a game before Lamar go down and be 1-4. John Harbaugh has lost the locker room. I heard a little bit earlier. He's completely lost the locker room. He's lost me as a fan. At this point, if Lamar came back, he wouldn't be able to save the Ravens this year. The division is ass. Let's not get that out the way. Derrick Henry doesn't have it anymore. I don't know what's going to happen with King Henry, but I think he's through. The receivers were never nothing to write home about. The defense is gone, even though they got that Gardner dude. I think he was on the Texans before as a cornerback. You can't save a defense that doesn't want to be saved. This is it for the Ravens. I'm sorry. It's time to rebuild. That's all I got to say on that, because I'm gonna get mad, and I don't want to get mad. I'm trying to keep cool. There is kids around. Ass. Jada Parker, Bailey, Cardi B.
What about the Raiders? Let's calm the man down. Are the Raiders, Cardinals, and Chiefs, are they cooked?
Raiders are cooked when they didn't listen to Tom Brady. The Cardinals got Kevin Hart behind as their quarterback, so he's just funny. I'm tired
I'll
of
be
that.
trying to stay away from that, man. I'll be trying to stay away from that argument, but
I mean, if you can't see past your O line, ain't no way you're going to be able to see your receivers or anything. I mean, and I don't want to talk about shortness, but that's doomed him since he came into the NFL, even with Larry. How long? What is this? Year 8 for Kyler or 6?
No, I think it's around 6. It shouldn't be
Okay.
8 quite yet.
was he 19? Or he came in at COVID
He
year?
came in. This is year 7. He came in 2019.
Yeah, 19. Yeah.
Okay. He looked good that first couple years, and then he's been asleep since. I mean, there's no helping the Cardinals at this point. Justin Fields, yeah. Bengals, yeah. I'm not going to count the Chiefs out. Their division is ass, and it's still Patrick Mahomes. It's just have y'all talked about Chris Jones yet?
Oh, that's gonna be my rant.
Okay. Well, then I won't say too much. I will not say too much yet. The defense got to get better. They have to get better, and you can't rely on the heroics of Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes forever. Eventually, teams are going to be able to see that, hey, he only has 2. Travis Kelce it's time for him to go ahead and be with his brother and do podcasts. Taylor Swift got enough money, and y'all just be happy. Your career is done too.
Mm.
And that's all I got to say on that.
I do.
He about to be the first person to join a frat after he retires from the NFL.
But let's do the last one for me. Are the Chiefs cooked? No, they're not. Like I said, the defense. I'm gonna go into that rant later on to end the show. I don't know if y'all want to stay for that, but it's always gonna be. The show's gonna end with Zell rants because people seem to like my rants. So the views say they like my rants, so we're gonna do Zell rants on anything that made Zell mad this week because people just want to see me upset. I don't know why. I do so good. I like my fence sitting. Why don't they like me sitting on the fence? But they're not cooked. By the way, I saw people blame. Listen, that play for that 99-yard touchdown, the interception, was a beautiful play by that linebacker. It was so beautiful. That was gorgeous. That was a trick of tricks by that linebacker. He literally showed the defense cover 0, blitzed, faked the blitz, engaged with the lineman. Patrick sees it, ignores him from now on, sees the man open. The same play he said happened with Jamar Chase. The play is scored on them 3 times in cover 0. It's a setup play for cover 0 when they 2 men crossing. It confuses the defense because one man is going to play off and one man going to play short just not to get hit. So it's going to be wide open for Juju. My man engaged, figured out the play, and picked it off and took it 99 yards. Shout out to him for keeping the ball, holding it, because some people don't know how to hold the ball no more. Some people, after 99 yards, you gassed, especially if you ain't used to running. So he held on that ball even when Thornton tried to knock at it. He held on to it tight to his chest, even tired. So shout out that way. Amazing play. He lead the league in interceptions as he should, and as good as he is. So shout out to that. That was an amazing play. But we got our next segment. We owe him an apology. Do we owe him an apology or not? That's what this segment is about. So we're going to put up the names of who the people we might owe an apology to. And we're going to start off with the Jacksonville Jaguars, the team who won last night. Do we owe them an apology? Uniqo, that's your division.
I don't need to apologize because I said when it comes to quarterback play in this division, it's going to depend on is Trevor Lawrence going to do his thing? Is Daniel Jones going to be what I think he is? Is Cam Ward going to do a breakout? There's a lot of ifs. So no, I don't owe him an apology because I respected the man from out the gate.
Oh, we're gonna add this with Jacksonville and Trevor Lawrence, so put them together because we just gonna put them together to take.
Okay, man. Shout out to your boy Tony Khan. He done put together a real organization down there. You can slip and slide, and you can still win the game. But yeah, the Jaguars. I feel like they be in the right direction. They just It's like they don't know what the positions are. Like it's like they don't know what a wide receiver is supposed to do or what a build of a wide receiver is supposed to be. And so they like, it's just they just don't know. They just, they be playing football rules, the other kind with the FUT. So yeah, man, no, I don't owe them an apology because I believed in them. I believe they can play.
Nobody. Do you owe the Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence an apology? We might have lost him again. So
Yeah, take the sabbaticals,
I
man.
feel it. But Monray, do we owe Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence an apology?
Say yes.
Mixed
Say yes,
bag,
because you are
but
very
no,
mean person.
no, I don't owe them
You're
an
a very
apology
mean person.
because they've mostly been exactly what I thought they would be. I said in the beginning of the season when we had preseason picks and stuff for the Texans that I thought the Jaguars would compete for their division. I said that outright. They are competing for their division. Albeit maybe like a game ahead, but I thought they would compete for their division from the beginning. And I agree with it. And I also still thought that there were question marks on Trevor Lawrence, and there still are. Because it's not like he looks like Superman. It's more of the Jaguars are winning. Before last night, it seemed more like they were winning in spite of him, not because of him. So the jury is still out on Trevor Lawrence, but they are winning, and he does seem to be making some steps in the right direction. Last night was definitely one of, it was back and forth parts of him throwing the ball in dangerous situations and then him throwing dimes on the last drive. So I do like that, he seems to be trending in the right pathway in some parts, and I'm cool with it. So I don't really owe him an apology because they're doing what I thought.
Nobody. Do you owe the Jacksonville Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence an apology?
I do not owe Trevor Lawrence anything as a first round pick. And what is he getting? 60 million? I forget how much he got 3 or 4 years ago when he was still in his ass form.
It's about like what's it about 50, 56, something like that, somewhere around there.
56, yeah, a lot more money than I have, and a first round pick too. And the only thing I knew of Trevor Lawrence was his luxurious hair, but he got that Triple H nose. I'm cool off of his ass. He
Oh my
get to
gosh.
be in Miami. How fun is that? Or at least Florida. I know it's Jacksonville, but that's Miami. That's all I know about. He gets to be in Florida, and there all that water and good weather.
Jacksonville's amazing, by the way.
Beautiful. And just ass, if I owe him an apology, that's true. I will owe Tua an apology, and I don't owe Tua anything. He owes us an apology for having his head dangling all the time. Retire Tua. Retire Trevor. I owe him nothing. He was shacking a fool that entire game. He was trying his hardest to lose that game. He got lucky because his team is a lot better than he's ever had. I don't owe him nothing. I owe a lot of apologies to Daniel Jones. Are we on others yet?
Oh no, we haven't got to. We just got to Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence.
He's about to run it down. Run it down. Let's run it down.
My bad.
Yeah, but do I owe Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence an apology? No, because they losing to the Seahawks, they losing to the Rams. They're gonna beat the Raiders. They probably lose to the Texans and Chargers, and then they're gonna be what I thought they're gonna be, and it ain't gonna matter. So I owe you nothing until you prove it. Listen, the Jaguars used to being up, and then they fell. He makes 60 million. He was the second highest paid quarterback, third. You
Trevor makes 55 million a year. He's tied for third, I think, something like that.
You're the third highest paid quarterback. You're supposed to win games. This is what you're supposed to do. If someone didn't quit on a play, you failed twice with no timeouts. You failed twice with no timeouts.
Now, to be fair, his lineman stepped on his foot on the way out. So to be fair,
they shouldn't have been in this situation if you thought about. Listen, Jaguar.
How you gonna say that shouldn't be? Yeah, of course, 99 out of 100 times that's not gonna happen.
That's what I
But it
know.
happens.
So that's what happens to the Jaguars. This is who they are. This is who they are, bro. It don't. How many people fall at the 1 yard line with no timeout and trip over and the lineman step on their feet? That's who they are. They're the Jaguar. This is what they do.
They don't. The Jaguars aren't even known for mishaps. We just said they ass. They don't do miracle mishaps, bro. That's not what they're known for. That's some Pat Mahomes shit. Pat Mahomes is miracle mishap.
I mean, he miraculously win. What you mean, mishap? Listen, the Jaguars is trash. They gonna be trash. It's a good story early on. They give us some reason to talk about that city down there. Shout out to them. AEW is ass, so they had to make something happen for a little bit.
Wow.
They gonna stop them. They need to get. I'm just saying, AEW when they get back up, they'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? When AEW get back, then Shad Khan, his Jaguars can be trash again. You know what I'm saying? That's just gonna happen.
That's some nasty work right there.
I don't owe anybody an apology who's doing that on the sideline.
Yo, by the way, he was digging his nose the whole game. I'm like, what is going on here? What
He
is
just
going
is
on?
incapable of like a mustache. Now I'm starting to dislike this.
But we got another one. Do we owe him an apology? And I'll start this one out. Matt Jones, Dan Orlovsky, and the 49ers. I owe y'all an apology. Why do I owe Dan Orlovsky an apology? It's because when Rex Ryan told him he was crazy by saying you put Mac Jones in the 49ers offense with that coach, that he'll look just like Brock Purdy. I laughed at him. I did. I also owe Mac Jones an apology for when getting in a good organization, what he can do. Because like he did at Alabama. All the 49ers apology for doubting that coaching staff, which we all know is the elite, because everybody on that team is always injured. Ravens, there's no excuse because the 49ers is like this every year. So I owe all of them an apology. I knew better. Mac Jones, the only one I didn't know better. Well, Dan Orlovsky, you used to make horrible takes, so usually I don't owe you apology. But you had one right, so I'm gonna apologize to you for the one time on earth that you was actually correct. That everybody that sits in this office plays quarterback under this coaching staff looks amazing, looks good. They just place people in there. Y'all see what happened to the other quarterback, Trey Lance? Where he at now? Anybody know what Trey Lance is?
Somewhere behind Dak Prescott, Paul.
He's behind the Chargers. If I
Oh,
remember.
Nobody even know where he's at. That's how bad it got. But even
We thought he's behind Dak.
Nobody knows where he's at. We don't even know one knows. You know what I'm saying? So he even made him look decent that people gave him a giant contract. And he got porn stars behind this man. So
Hey, man. Hey, shout out to Deshaun Watson.
what are you doing with the show?
No, I'm saying put some respect on Mia Khalifa's name.
He's not dating Mia Khalifa.
But
Deshaun
he
Watson
did.
is getting
With
engaged.
his rookie contract, he did though. With his rookie contract, he 100% did.
He was Ricky. Ricky's got, Ricky's got to do what they got to do. But I do owe them an apology because I knew better. I knew that offense was elite. I knew that coach can coach. And I doubted them. So I will apologize to those three. Monray, do you owe Mac Jones and Orlovsky in the 49ers an apology?
Not Dan Orlovsky. I don't even know what the heck you talking about. I don't know Dan Orlovsky. With the many bad takes he said. Look, no, a dead clock is right twice a day. No way. I'm gonna sit here like no. He was sitting there with stuff like Aaron Rodgers. You'll still be a top 10 quarterback. Oh, I'm not gonna talk this foolishness just because like the 49ers, I do owe them an apology, especially after last when we said they was pretenders and they went out and beat somebody we actually were contenders when they were missing, multiple important people, not just starters, important people, and they went out and won. So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna, and in good fashion, not in like no luck mess or nothing like. They actually just went out and fought. I give them nothing but props. And Mac Jones showed in a good situation, still can't look good. So them two, ball out. Y'all get my apologies. But Dan Orlovsky, man, please.
Uniqo, do you owe Mac Jones, Dan Orlovsky, and the 49ers or an apology?
Nope.
Yeah, that's how you feel. Nobody. Do you owe Mac Jones, Ben Orlovsky, and the 49ers an apology?
I don't want to steal Uniqo's nope. So I'm gonna say I definitely don't owe Mac Jones an apology. I mean, mistake-free football, you're getting paid to do your job. So, 49ers, they got some losses coming up. Dan Orlovsky, I don't owe anything. Never did, never will. I'll never agree with him on any of his takes. Like Monray said, and I don't agree with him now. The 49ers, I mean, you have Christian McCaffrey. Once he comes back, you're going to be a top tier team. Always knew that they were. And even without him, they were able to beat teams like the Cardinals in their division.
Yeah. It's the Cardinals and Seahawks.
The Seahawks, now that's a little tough, but I knew they was always going to be in the mix. The 49ers are always there. It's just they got bit by the injury bug. So no, I don't owe them an apology either. They're exactly where I thought they would be. It's a top tier. So
no, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it this week. Don't worry about it.
Next up, we got the Indianapolis in the building. Do you owe Daniel Jones an apology? Nobody.
Never have.
Yes.
Oh, my bad.
I was I owe Daniel Jones an apology because I hated the Giants so much. He was just there. I thought it was his fault that they was bad, and I'm looking at him with the Colts, and he's a top 5 candidate for MVP right now. If we just doing today, he would be a top 5. If we doing today, I wouldn't argue if he was number 1. He is my number 1 right now. Until I see otherwise, he is my number 1 candidate. So I do owe Daniel Jones a complete apology. I say he was trash, worse in the league before, but I hate the Giants so much. So yeah, I definitely owe Daniel Jones an apology.
Uniqo.
What? I'm the biggest supporter. What you mean? Apology? I've been like that with the Giants. I said, man, he passes the eye test and he can run. And man, just go look at the speed rating on Madden, man. Don't even worry about it, man. Just worry about yourself.
Uniqo, he's that guy he's like the Jets, the owner of the Jets children who just looks for ratings on Madden.
No, hold on. On some real, hold on.
You can be the GM of the Jets.
That's
right
nasty
now,
work.
You can be the GM of the Jets right now. That's the same thing. Ain't no different.
Here's a cool fact about me. I was a Chad Pennington apologist with the Jets the whole time. Chad Pennington?
Yeah, why?
Huh?
Why?
Because he's a good quarterback.
Chad Pennington was mid. He just throws snaps the entire day. And look at his accuracy. He throws 70%. He does nothing but check down.
But he can play.
He was a check down merchant.
Where open check down is at. What you talking about?
He was a check down screen pass merchant. The man couldn't throw 20 yards down the field.
You don't know that.
No, he couldn't.
Oh God, it got me. It got me. I'm sorry.
Chad Pennington is such a random thing.
So is Mike Vick. But they sold out of all of the Falcons jackets. So I went with the second best. I mean, obviously it's the Colts, but I don't do that kind of color blue like that. You know what I mean? For my, every day go to school where I need something. Come on, man. So I had to go with the Jets, man. Chad Pennington, man. I rock with him heavy. What that has to do with the Giants?
Am I right?
I haven't.
Oh, Monray, have you? I forgot I did the Indianapolis first. Monray, do you owe Daniel Jones an apology?
Come on. Just let it go.
I'll be fair. I know I'm a fair man. I owe him a slight apology. I'll be fair, man. I'm a fair man. I do like that. I'm with Gerald to the extent that we used to think Daniel Jones was trash, and to be fair, he played like trash. But it shows that a difference in organization and coaching can make a big difference in a person's ability or like how they look on the field, because football is more of a team sport and stuff. That's very true. Now, with that being said, going as far as saying he's the current level MVP is insanity, man. Like, because there are at least 2 to 3 people that I would put ahead of him, and I have them on list. But I do agree that currently, right now, he is like top 5. You could say that MVP candidacy. I do think like you could legitimately put him in the conversation. I'm not knocking that, but number 1 is insane. But no, he does get a slight apology because he does look good, especially against scrub teams. So I give them knocks that he is able to be a competent NFL quarterback right now. I'm very proud with it. Now, the only thing I would do say that is, by extension, I would ask the panel, is Anthony Richardson cooked because Daniel Jones is cooking?
He came in for one play, threw a nice pass.
No, he is not cooked. But also,
younger than Shadir Sanders, by the way.
Can you chill out with the whole backhanded compliment thing today? Can you just say what you mean?
I did say what I mean. He's good against scrub teams, against the 2 teams that actually have winning records. He got lucky that the Broncos took themselves out, and he botched the game against the Rams. I said what I said.
Offended. I'll be offended.
I said.
I will put that on the bulletin board. If Daniel Jones ever hears what you just said, I'm lighting you up to try and beat you.
ESPN shows us say the same thing. They need to beat somebody good before we actually give them acknowledgement.
All right, man.
Do I owe Daniel Jones an apology? If this was last year, I would have. But I don't owe him this year. Why? Because that show came out on HBO when we saw the Giants ownership. And when I saw that ownership, I said it ain't his fault. It ain't Saquon's fault. It ain't neighbor's fault. It ain't.
You said that's how they operate?
It ain't nobody's fault. They all just terrible. Matter of fact, it made me listen, I was like, man, Eli, man, he a fringe Hall of Famer. He get in just off the Super Bowl. He took that shit to the championship twice and beat Brady with that. He was like, his defensive line. Listen, that's all.
We may have to actually start to rank the organizations that are like that bad, because
I like
some
that.
organizations have not been able to just put out any kind of production in decades.
By the way,
the Jaguars for years was just like, nah, David Garrard got this. He got this.
To be fair, the Jaguars like randomly go to the AFC Championship game every once in a while.
Leftwich got this. What?
But the thing about the Jaguars, they randomly go to the AFC Championship game every once in a while. The Giants, I don't know what's going on with their organization. Since Mara got older, I don't know what's going on with them. And
with it being that big of a city, with that big of a draw, how you're not getting any influence from any of those rich people in that city, like at all? Like,
I don't know what's going on with them. As soon as I saw him, I'm like, yo, Daniel Jones, we got to see now, because I don't know. He got away from that hellhole. We get to see what he can do now. We get a fair eye view. Like I said, if it was 2 years ago before that, I'd be like, Daniel Jones I would make fun of him and call him Vanilla Vic and just laugh at him. But after seeing that, I'm like, okay, he just in hell.
Yeah.
I can't deny it right now, because between the Giants, Jets, and Panthers, those are like 3 organizations quarterbacks goes to kill their careers.
And then they come out and look better. Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield just put on a show.
They put on the show.
And that was in Carolina, and that was in Jets in Carolina playing the few years ago. Like ass. So listen, I don't know. They got out there. Listen, shout out to everybody that made it out. Y'all made it out alive and got a chance.
I'd have a question too about the Bears pretty soon.
Oh boy,
in there.
Yeah, they might be there too.
But to the Bears' credit, every time they quarterback goes somewhere else, they still be ass. It ain't changed yet until somebody prove different.
Jay Cutler is the only like actual quarterback that looked like a quarterback in all these years that I've known the like Bears.
They've been since the 80s. Every quarterback they had, they go to other teams, they still be ass. So they ain't got no record yet.
Jim McMahon definitely cannot be in the Hall of Fame. He's not in there, right?
Jim McMahon is blind. He was colorblind in the NFL. That was funny to me. This man was half blind in one eye. And I'm like, he the best quarterback y'all ever had was a blind man.
That's crazy.
Maybe we can talk about the organization about drafting quarterbacks, but
Hey, clip that. Clip that.
He was literally blind. When Jimmy man blind in the NFL.
Is Dak Prescott blind?
Yeah, he blind in one eye. He was blind in one eye. He was not fully blind, but his right eye was impaired while he played football. So he was literally the best quarterback couldn't see out his right eye. That is crazy.
Is Jerry Jones blind because he doesn't know which finger he's putting at people?
He know.
He's just a lying old man.
Yeah, he know what finger he's putting up.
And that's how you do a segue. What about Dak Prescott and Brian Schottenheimer?
Do we owe? Yeah, that's fair. Oh, we forgot. Don't forget Sam Darnold. We gotta do Sam Darnold quickly. Sam Darnold. Do we owe him an apology? Listen, I think we owed him an apology last year. I don't think we
Seahawks suck, but they got wide receivers though.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. He just throw it to one dude, and I promise you, no matter where it's at, he catched the ball.
Exactly. Yep, that's where I'm at.
I don't want to say name because I'm gonna say it on the wrong on purpose, nigga.
Nick Jigba.
Oh, you talking about Jackson Smith and Jigba?
Yeah.
Jackson Smith, Nick Jimba. Yes, 100%.
Nigga with a J.
Oh my God. This is why we can't have nice things.
Yes, I'm telling you, Armin St. Brown was talking to him when he ran to the camera because he was like,
why niggas gotta have
receiver.
Why do niggas gotta have 5 names now? Like for their last name. Like all of them trying to be law officers. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, am I wrong?
Jackson
I'm telling
Smith,
you, Armin St. Brown caught that touchdown. He was talking
still
to nigga with a J because he said, I'm the best. He was talking to him. He was talking to him directly.
Still nigga.
They were arguing about who was the best receiver. So he was like, I'm the best. I'll run this. So what he told the cameraman, he wanted him to get the message.
Armand Smith from Germany, he be running around with Schroeder.
Real quick, do we owe Sam Darnold an apology?
Nah.
No.
I'm saying we saw him last year. We would have owed him an apology.
He's good. He can play. He can play.
Okay. I'm saying that would have been last year, but I'm like, he played well last year. He took a team to 14-2.
Yeah, no apology.
His USC career was great, man. He's okay, man. We knew he was good.
Now the last one. Dak Prescott and Brian Schottenheimer. Do we owe him an apology? Dak, I do not. I don't know. I've been arguing for years that he's literally he was second in the MVP race. I don't know why people are shocked by this. I still be confused how people are shocked by Dak Prescott being good. Brian Schottenheimer, his dad is a legend, and he always called games pretty decent when he was in San Diego. And where else was he? He was at a bunch of places. He always called decent games. I don't even think people talked about him much. I don't think people were mad he got hired when he got hired. I think that's why Jerry hired him, because he was the safe hire. So I don't think we owe him an apology. Anything we owe, I don't know who we owe an apology to.
Because it came from Marty Schottenheimer.
Yeah, his dad. So he was always a pretty good offense coordinator. We didn't know how he was good as a coach, but that's fair. He wasn't a coach before. So
he came up in a different time though, so I don't know what he was teaching because that was a run-oriented.
Hey, Williams was amazing, so he's still run-oriented, and that getting the play action off now, so that's good. Do we owe? Like I said, I don't owe him an apology because Brian Schottenheimer, I had no clue, so I didn't even say much about him. I was like, we'll see how he do. Dak, when he was healthy, second MVP race. I don't know why people shout. Uniqo, do you owe Dak Prescott and Schottenheimer an apology?
No, he owes me an apology. Every time he doesn't lose, I have a different Monday. But when they lose, I'll be having a really good Monday. Like I get to listen to my podcast and everybody be shitting on the Cowboys and we get all the Cowboy stuff. Yeah, they're America's team because like, man, we like watching train wrecks. I mean, it just is what it is. Like, man, I hate that happened to y'all, but wow, that was awesome. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. That's the part where we go to somebody else to talk.
I just wanted to see how you felt. Is that how you really feel?
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, man. I don't. No, see.
All right. You owe Dak Prescott and Brian Schottenheimer an apology.
Hey, clip it.
Dak, no, because Dak, I always felt is definitely a top 10 quarterback, solid and everything. But Shotty, yeah, because he was one of my legitimate concerns. And there are a lot of other people that feel the same way when they let go of their last coach And it was like, okay, they had the big names. You had Ben Johnson, you had Aaron Glenn out there, big names. And people was like, Jerry, why are you waiting to go for the coaching search when you let go of McCarthy? And then all of a sudden you was like, oh, you just did your offense coordinator. And I remember people going through his lineage that he hadn't done anything significant. He hadn't done anything wild breaking during his tenure in the NFL. And now you seeing that offensively, they have the best offense in the league, stat wise. So it's just like, no, he gets respect. He does no apology because he's doing a dang good job coaching his team, and he can't be forced to make up for Matt Eberflus having a horrid defense. So
That's fair. Nobody do you owe an apology to Dak Prescott and Brian Schottenheimer.
Let me start off by saying anybody with a 2-2-1 record, I don't know anything.
2-2-1. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
There you go.
That's definitely 500 if you've ever seen it.
It's 500, and your only 2 wins are against New York teams. So there is no apology that I owe. Philly, they lost to Philly, who is confused right now. Lost to Chicago, who Caleb Williams is confused. And they tied with Green Bay, who is not who, if we got to say, are they cooked? I don't know. I'm not going to say anything, but they ain't as good as everybody thought. Dan Orlovsky, who we don't owe apology for, said that they the best team going in. So I don't owe Dak or Brian an apology, or Jerry or Micah Parsons.
We never owe Jerry an apology.
Or CeeDee Lamb.
We saw you at them rallies.
Yeah.
I never. That's why that's why Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones now on this list. We ain't apologizing for nothing ever. We saw you. I'm like, I can't owe you apology.
Yeah, apology.
We never apologize to Jerry Jones for nothing.
Nah.
We root for him to fail forever. But we got a new interesting topic. It's the quarter of the year. NFL MVP rankings. We got our picks. Side to Gerald gonna come in our picks, and we're gonna start off with Monray. Who are your NFL MVP picks?
I think mine was really, really relatively simple. Number 3, I had to be fair. I was really stuck for 3 and 4 because I have Josh Allen and Daniel Jones, at least for right now, really, really close between those two. The stats are really similar. The wins are roughly similar. So I was really stuck between the two. The only reason I give Josh Allen a slight nod over Daniel Jones now is because he's asked to do more versus Daniel Jones has a bit better clientele and players around him. But just Josh Allen just generally asked to do a lot more for the team and, lack of requisite weapons and everything. So that's why I give him a slight nod. But, for Ghost's sakes, Daniel Jones was number 4. +4. Other than that, Dak Prescott's number 2 because, they basically have to be the Bengals of last year, but he has shown that through 5 games, he has not lost any kind of step. He's playing amazing, putting his team in games offensively. When needed to do something, he's being called upon to do it. I say he can't play defense, but he's playing amazingly. But my number 1, like I said, I don't even think it was an option. I knew this from the start. It's Bake Show. It's Baker Mayfield. I don't even think it's a debate on who's the leading the MVP rankings right now. Bake Show, through 5 games, they're 4-1. They have respectable wins. He has injuries, on different parts of the ball, but whenever they needed him to, he stepped up. Not only just the game where, he just put up 38 points, but he's missing his number 1 wide receiver, still able to score, still able to do what's asked. He's been down at the end of 4 out of their last 5 games and has come back in every game. Down, 3 with 2 minutes to go in the first game, called upon and won it. This past Sunday, they were down 7 with 2.5, 3 minutes to go. Not only did he get them to come back and tie the game, he also had made them to come back in the field goal range and win. So he has the clutch factor. He has the stats. They have the record currently. I don't really see another debate above him just based on everything they've done through 5 games. So Baker Mayfield currently is my MVP front runner. And we have the 2, 3, and 4 behind him.
Uniqo. Anybody agree? Talk. Well, we'll get all of them out of the way. It won't make sense. Uniqo.
I talk a lot of trash, but at the end of the day, I do got Dak at my number 3 for MVP. For number 2, I believe he deserves potentially 2 awards. For most improved, he should be number 1. But MVP, I believe that he would be number 2. And that's Daniel Jones. And then is Baker Mayfield at number 1. Easy.
So it's easy.
Fake show.
But 100%. I want to make sure that I have it on record. Daniel Jones should be most improved player, even though he didn't really improve. He was always as good.
Number 3 for me, Daniel Jones. Why? He's doing amazing right now. So that's all the reason I got nothing. He's number 3 only because the competition ain't been the highest. So we have to put him at that spot. But number 2, Baker Mayfield, as Monray already stated, doing amazing comeback wins, all that stuff. He's doing amazing right now. He's number 2, basically 1 and 1A because it could go either way depending on what the records are at the end of the year. And number 1 for me is Dak, simply because once we look at the stats. All 3 of them on my list. So only reason I'm putting Baker and Daniel Jones relatively the same. Dak Prescott like top also in touchdown. Stat wise, Dak is doing amazing. So Dak is kind of beating them both in like all the stats, basically. But Baker Mayfield is really close on 1A just because of the comebacks and the team he played. Dak has also beat some pretty good teams. He also lost to some obvious teams. So right now, that's my list. It is we tend to have the same people. The reason Josh Allen in my list simply because I hate the AFC right now. So as y'all will see, I think the AFC is just pure trash. When I turn on my TV, I'm like ass every time I see an AFC game. So, any disputes, Gerald, with any of the list you saw? Do you see anything you agree with?
Okay, so Dak Prescott, I know he's playing well, but I know you have to play the schedule. I just don't know if I see him there because the way, I mean, I feel like Matt Stafford doesn't get talked about enough. He is playing some really good ball. It's 3 with Daniel Jones. It's not bad. I know Josh Allen is really, really heavy in there. But I knew there was going to be some trouble with the Patriots anyway. I haven't given Baker enough credit. He's my number 4. I hate to say Daniel Jones is my number 1, but I do have him at my number 1. I have Matt Stafford at 3. I have Baker at 2.
Shout out to Gerald. Not giving a Cowboy any credit.
It's so much trouble I have given a Cowboy credit. Because he can be top 5. You know, I'm sure there's other players out there that might do something better, but I just can't give it to him until they improve.
Josh Allen, and by the way, last week the list was a little different because I had Josh Allen at number 2 and Cook at number 3, and they both against the Patriots did not play well, so they moved down on my list. But they're still in the top 5. They still not running. James Cook been amazing until this week, and he killed my fantasy, so I'm a little bit mad at him.
Let me throw a stat out here that I have for my spreadsheet here. So I started my spreadsheet week 3, and so hot seat week, Trevor Lawrence was on it. Also hot seat week for week 4, Trevor was on there again. I said Trevor's off. This week, I had him in that MVP conversation for a second after last night's game, but I had to, you know.
He started off the season too bad to me to be in that race.
It's weird.
The Texas game was awful. The Bengals game was awful. The Panthers game was awful. The 49 game, let's go over his stats. Panthers, 170 yards against the Panthers, 178 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Bengals, The Bengals defense, 271 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Texans, 222 yards, only 50% passing, 1 interception. 49ers, 174 yards, 1 touchdown, no interception. And last night, 221, 1-1. By far his best game. The last 2 weeks he's picked up, but his start of the season is too bad for me to.
His record, his team record.
There's a reason he was on. It's the reason
what
he
makes
was on
you
it.
think. Yeah. Like his team record is what makes you like makes him cross your mind. But I had him in a hot seat.
He was because I gave you the
Last 2
stats. He was not playing bad the first 3. He was playing awful the first 3 weeks.
Agreed.
So he should have been in a hot seat, even though despite them being able to win the games, he was playing awful. Like I said, the Bengals, he was throwing 50% in 2 of them games. He threw 50% against the Texans and the Bengals, and had 2 picks and no, we can't give him. He had a 56 rating against the Texans. That's why he was on the hot seat. So, but shout out him last night. It upgraded him. So
I think the only thing about Matt Stafford, because I'll be fair, I didn't really look at Stafford as much, but his stats do look great, is that he's going to get a little bit of a knock against him because offensively the team is so loaded. Like when you have, arguably a top 3 receiver in the league, and then another top 10, 15-ish receiver right behind them, and then you have a top 10 running back with you, your stats are going to be a bit more inflated. And MVP, to be fair, is not solely stats. We have to remember that, but I do acknowledge that Matt Stafford is up there. I didn't really look at him as much because the team is loaded, but he does have the stats to where I think he also is in MVP consideration.
Yeah, he is. That's why he's on this list.
He's actually. What if Matthew Stafford?
May up there too is surprising.
What if Matthew Stafford? That is surprising, especially for the Patriots and you're not Tom Brady.
Look at this list,
and without Randy Moss.
How much would y'all bet? How much money y'all think y'all would? Uniqo, how much money would you think you would won if you predicted this would be your top 5 and going into week 5?
You'd probably be a millionaire.
I would have lost.
You probably would have been a millionaire because I'm telling you, nobody in the odds.
The Daniel Jones thing, yeah.
I said Daniel Jones alone, the odds of him being anywhere near top 5 had to be put you in at least in the 100,000s. Like there's just no way anybody would predict.
$10 bet, my nigga, $10 bet.
Like nobody would have predicted him, and then Drake May being there too was crazy.
Why you keep saying nobody? People that watch quarterbacks and watch how they.
I got a question, Uniqo. Before the season, would you say Daniel Jones have more yards than Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow? That's the question.
Wait, who are you saying?
Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and Joe Burrow.
Because I'm looking
at this list over them.
I'm looking at you.
I knew that he was going to be very competitive in this league. And can stand toe to toe with anyone in this league. A number? Don't ask me that.
Look, I'm answering for you, Nico. No, you didn't, and this is realistically because
hold on,
no, you did. I'm gonna be fair, like no, nobody really did. I just nobody because other than Greg Jennings, nobody in most of sports media, period, other than Greg Jennings, generally thought Daniel Jones was anything other than washed. Like, I'm just gonna be fair. So no, nobody thought this.
And then Drake May being number 5 is insane.
Now, put your money on what that was supposed to be. I thought the Patriots going to be ass for a while until they find a really good quarterback, but that boy can play.
I think Matthew Stafford and Dak you could have thought would have been on there.
Most people thought Dak is because he would have had to throw a lot. Stafford, you can make the argument, and Baker Mayfield had 2 4,000-yard seasons the last 2 years, so he makes sense.
That's my actual real surprise is Baker.
Oh yeah, I've been sleeping. Baker had 2 4,000-yard seasons, and last year had over 40 touchdowns. But
I would have lost this. I would have lost this because I would have had either Lamar or Josh Allen. And the fact that Josh Allen ain't been hurt and been playing every game, he not on this list. It's crazy to me. So
and Josh Allen got in the mode now of doing what he needs to do to win games, not Superman all the time.
Hey, and
Jalen Hurts.
What you say?
Yeah. And let me get on this real quick. First and foremost, y'all brothers need to step up. It's only one brother, and he half of a brother that's in the top 5 of the quarterback.
He didn't. So the brother's ass right now.
By the way, we have over half the league starting was black. We still do, I think.
This must be a voting year or something, because man, ain't no way.
Nasty work.
Shout out, got Afro coming 765. Shout out. But
Yeah.
what is? I'll put this up here. Oh, shout out to hey, that's funny. I was talking about this the other day. We had this show and we never put it together, and I made this fire intro. We had a fire intro and everything. But y'all know what's up next? The weekly power rankings.
Yeah.
So we gotta give our power rankings this week. We gotta tell the people what they need to hear. And of course, this time we're gonna start out with Uniqo. What is your power ranking?
I got the Bucks, man. You can't never count nobody out with that kind of swag. He had it with the Browns and they ass. He had it with Carolina. He was fighting it out with Sam Darnold. Now they're both top quarterbacks in the league. Shout out to him. 49ers, I got to show him some love, man. Mac Jones, man. They always try and hang with the Joneses. So that is what it is. Keep up with the Joneses, if you will. Speaking of the Joneses, Indiana Jones, Daniel Jones, that's my number 3. The Rams just had to get out of my top 5 because we ain't rocking with that right now. Daniel Jones with the 40-3 win against the Raiders. I mean, they say the Raiders is whatever, but the Raiders won a game before, so this year, so don't trip about that. Bills, just because Josh Allen's still there, tough game. I really wanted to put y'all behind the Colts, but it's fine. And the Eagles, y'all about to be out of the power rankings entirely. Y'all about to be the first team that is number 1 in the power rankings to be out of my top 5 of the power rankings, and for this reason only. Y'all really was just getting by the skin of your teeth, and y'all won those games. So we see what happens when you can't win those games. You got a couple of wide receivers out there that want the ball, man. They tired of you throwing for 144 yards, brother. So I think the Eagles are going to drop out of my power rankings next week. That's my prediction. That's my power rankings.
Everybody said, then we win. That's crazy. We win every week. Everybody wants to drop out, but we win. Even when weird things happen, like weird calls and catches that happen with 2 feet in bounds, and they say we didn't happen. That's interesting.
Ball starts on tush pushes. Anything you know anything about that?
We didn't even use the tush push the last 2 weeks. Y'all bring up
you 100% use it 2 times this week. You just use it 2 times. Just.
It ain't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Monray, what's your power rank?
All right. So this week's power rankings, it had to be adjusted a bit. It did because there was some losses and some things. So I got the Rams down at 5. I think they're offensively talented. Secondary leaves a lot to be desired from 2 horrid losses. You know, a division loss against a team missing most of their offensive starters. And you still find a way to lose that game. It's a divisional game. They always messy. Just weird losses. They have to pick that up. But I still think they're good. Of course, Matt Stafford, we just talked about MVP discussion. So I'm going to give them credit, even though they do need to win more. Bucks are showing like Baker is here. They have to be respected. Seems like they're able to beat anybody that put in front of them, or at least have a chance to beat anybody. The only team that's been able to edge out a win over them is the Eagles. So I give the Bucks respect. Bills, I think they come down, but I don't remember if I had them at 2 or 3. But, you know, a divisional loss against the Patriots is an ugly loss, but it doesn't necessarily take away much. It's not like they haven't lost to the Patriots randomly before. Still, Josh Allen's still top 3 quarterback in the league. They still do good. And so one loss isn't just going to make me just get rid of them. Lions, they've been rolling along, beating over the ugly teams. They do have a chance to get number 1 in the rankings, depending on what they do against these Chiefs next Sunday night. So there is a possibility, but for right now, I still have the Eagles at 1. They are very questionable, just simply because nothing seems to be consistent on them prior to winning. The offense seems to be one half they look amazing, one half they look questionable. Defense, one half they're shut down, and one half they become the Cowboys. I don't quite understand what their aesthetic is or what their identity is. Even they may not know it right now. But as I said, I'm fair with the Bills. I'm fair with the Eagles. One loss to a somewhat decent team is not just going to make me take you out. of the spot when no other teams are undefeated. Every other team has at least one loss or one thing they'll do questionable about. So they're in danger of losing it, but I'm not going to take the Eagles out because of that now.
So if the Texans had beat them, you'd be like, it's a whole nother story, right?
If the Texans had beat the Eagles?
Correct.
I mean, I don't know if they played. Did they play?
No. I'm saying if that were the case for them to lose their first game against somebody like the Texans or the Panthers,
yeah, I would have to.
Would that drop them out of there for you?
Possibly, yeah, because I need to, like, the Eagles specifically have had questions dang near in every win they've had. Just to be clear, they've had questions in every win, no matter if it was the secondary one week, the wide receivers the other week, the run game the entire season, because Saquon has not looked anything close to, even though we expected him to take a step back, he hasn't looked close to the Saquon he was last year.
Wait, he got 6 carries the entire game. It's hard. It's hard to look like you did last year when you get 6 carries.
But I'm just saying, like, to be respectful, I'm just saying, like, the Eagles for some reason change from week to week to where one thing that was wrong last week isn't the problem this week. Now it's another problem this week. And I just don't really know who they are. So yeah, like if they was to lose to like a sorry team on top of the questions that they would have, it would be hard for me to put them on the number 1 rankings because of that. That's true.
I feel that. But let's go to my power rankings. We got the Bills at 5. Why? Because when you see a decent looking girl in the ugly room,
oh Lord, here we go.
She gotta be chose, right? She gotta be chose. When you see an ugly girl in the room, when you see a decent looking girl in an ugly room, which is the AFC, this ugly conference, somebody had to go. We only had 2 choices. It was the Colts and it was the Bills.
You still back on this?
I don't trust. And the Colts, listen, I don't trust the Colts. I don't know. You might even be a little prettier than the Bills, but I don't trust you. We got trust issues with the Colts.
You got trust issues with Daniel Jones.
No, I got trust issues with the Colts. Shout out to Jonathan Taylor. But look, it's the fact. You know what I'm saying? The girl look prettier when you're in a room full of ugly people. I'm just saying that's how it works. The swaggiest dude in the room, while everybody else look like they bums, he gets the women by default. That's how it happens. I'm sorry. That's how it is. The AFC looks like trash. That's what they are. Trash conference. Every time I watch a game, I'm bored. Everybody slipping and falling and walking around on the field. Everybody injured. I don't even know who played half the time. Drake May is like one of the best quarterbacks in the conference. I don't know what the Patriots look good versus y'all. It's just ugly over there. So, of course, as every week has been, the Bills the only AFC team because they're the only decent-looking girl in a room full of ugly people. That's how it is. Next up is the 49ers. Why? Simply injuries. But they make a way. That's that person that always make a way. They're the girl with you that make a way for you when you're doing good. You know what I'm saying? They make a way. They find a way. They encourage you when you're doing bad. When you're injured, when you're hurt, when your job fired you, they don't want to encourage you. You know what I'm saying? It is the 49ers. So I will support the 49ers. They will be fourth on my list. Next up, the Bucks. Bake Show. MVP candidate doing his thing. Great game. Every week I watch them. It's explosive. They got a lot of injuries, but they're getting through it. They are a great team. They're fun to watch. Not only that, Baker Mayfield playing at a high level. They survive. They do what they do. Number 2 is the Lions. They might be the prettiest girl in the room. Touchdowns machine. They run the score up. They do what they do. It's fun to watch them. Even if they up 30-7, you know they finna score again. And Jamar Gibbs, David Montgomery running people over. Armand St. Brown talking it out to my boy nigga with a J outside the deep. We love to see it. The Lions are entertaining and fun. Of course, the Eagles. They wanted. I don't know what's we got. We literally got a coach that's trying to sabotage us. We got an offensive line that's trying to sabotage us, and we still win. This is what we're doing. We got a coach that runs Uniqo.
Mm-hmm.
Did you don't know how many times we thought about a shotgun? You don't know the percentage we thought about a shotgun?
Entertain me.
90%. You know what percent we run out of the under center? You know what
17%.
No, we run under center. We run the ball 88%. Man, if you ain't shotgun, we throw the ball. we run the ball. That is the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life. That's literally a statistic, Monray. If we ain't shotgun, we
What is
throw the
this
ball
still
down the
Ben
field.
Johnson? This still Ben Johnson or something?
No, this is the Eagles. We talking about
Oh
Sirianni.
shit.
And no, it doesn't make sense.
Sirianni?
How in the world do we give? We are up 18 points, and Saquon Barkley gets one carry in the second half. Am I insane? This is not insane, y'all. They are sabotaging this on purpose to screw over everybody because some reason we got the most incompetent coaches. Shout out to Howie. Howie, you are making miracles happen. We fire coaches and win Super Bowls and go with despite who we get. Nick Sirianni is surviving off name only because he cannot coach. This offensive coordinator, I don't know what we doing.
That's how I play Russian roulette, bro. That's how I play it. I'm like, man, can't be red again. And so he keep on throwing the ball.
Monray, you throw the ball 90% of the time out of shotgun, Monray.
I can't even be mad at you. I don't know what y'all coordinators doing. I can't even be mad at you with that. Y'all coordinators confusing. But like I said, the offense and defense just is not consistent from week to week. Like we went from 1 week they only threw a few passes at all to wide receivers. To the next week they threw all the half. So now they're doing nothing but throwing and running the ball 6 times in one game when they're up 17. Like it's literally not consistent in any facet. Then the defense has gone from, normal in the first week, lockdown against the Chiefs in the second week, playing great, to giving up 25 to Baker Mayfield in the second half drive, giving up almost 30 to the Rams, and now giving up 21 straight in the fourth quarter. Like it's just not consistent in any fashion. That's why I say I don't know what their identity of the Eagles is right now. They're just a collection of talent. And I just don't know, their talent has carried them through winning 4 games, whether it's been through greatness in spots to wide receivers, through Jalen Hurts greatness at times. But I just don't know who the Eagles are. I don't know who they're going to be when they step up next week, or when they step up this Thursday against the Giants. They'll probably look dominant, but it's because the Giants suck. But I don't know what Eagles is going to show up in New York. I legitimately don't know who they're going to be. I don't know if there's going to be Jalen Hurts throwing 30 times or Saquon running the ball 20 times and Jalen Hurts throwing like 8 passes. I don't know what we're going to get, bro. I really don't. Or if it's going to be AJ quoting more Bible scriptures, or, the defense, bum rushing 4 people and getting 5 sacks. I don't know what to get from them anymore. I really don't, and I think that's a problem.
I'm just upset right now that our offensive coordinator. Yeah, everybody know as an Eagles fan, we all know as the fandom that we've been wanting Nick Sirianni fired for years, but he's happy to just be going to Super Bowl. And we can't justify a reason to fire, but we all know he's ass, but we can't prove it. I'm like we can't prove it. Like we know it. Look at this offense. We throw the ball 90% of the time out of shotgun, and everybody know we throwing the ball with a shotgun. And when he under center, we know he running the ball. It's literally the most obvious offense there has ever been in life, and we just sit there and act like it's just normal. I'm like, no, this is weird. Who calls plays exactly the way you do in a video game with a 10-year-old? Who does this? Who is calling play? I don't know. Listen, my Eagles still number 1 because
shotgun.
we winning despite being the most obvious offense in history. So that's all I got for that. I don't know. How do y'all feel about it, Gerald? Nobody is gone, so I want to see his feelings on the power rankings. But how do y'all feel about this power rankings? Or y'all's, by the way. Anybody else's?
They're not. Most of them aren't bad. I don't really have too much crazy. I would say the 49ers being top 5. I understand the shocking win with Mac Jones, but I just don't have that kind of faith in them without their starters. It would almost be me like feeling like the Chargers would be top 5, even though they lost, against they have a respectable team. Like they lost to the Commanders, but them losing another offensive lineman is important. But it just, I like I said, 49ers is like a little high to me, but I can understand it. But I just
need somebody not to put the AFC team in.
Hey man, you trashed that too, man.
We apologize to Mac Jones. That's true, but I'm just like, I don't know if I want to go that far to be like, okay, they top 4. I don't know about that one.
Was he not a franchise quarterback for a very prestigious organization who now goes with a what some would call a great offensive like mind in Kyle Shanahan? I mean, isn't he supposed to thrive and be okay?
Kyle Shanahan also made bad quarterbacks look good. Like he made darn it, I don't know why my mind
the
franking out.
Redskins.
No. He made Jimmy Garoppolo look good enough to make it to a Super Bowl. But I
And the
mean, the man can't
Broncos
make
as
miracles.
well. And the
And
Broncos.
we know Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't that good. He just the man can't make miracles. Like he can make a quarterback look good every so often, but he can't make miracles for the entire season.
But he got that boy paid. Jimmy got paid, didn't he?
Yeah, and right now, like the same question y'all asked me earlier, y'all know where Jimmy Garoppolo is now?
Nope.
Exactly.
Beijing.
I'm telling you, Kyle Shanahan got that touch, bro.
He got the king quarterback whisperer, but you know he needs to whisper to like an actual ring. You know, he is an amazing coach. I'm not denying that from him. It's just
That's what they
quarterback
said about the
whisperer only gets
Harbaugh
you so
boys, though,
far.
right?
It only gets you so far.
But we have two more, and I don't know if they're gonna stay with me for the last one, but we do have two more.
All
And the
right, coach.
last
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
we got
Oh
college
wow!
football studs and duds.
Is this the one about the boy named John Quisha?
Who?
Studs.
No, this is not about that type of stud. This is the college football top 25.
I need. Oh, please put this list up. I need Texas fans to explain to me how y'all lied for a month or two. I need Texas fans to explain to me how the freak that this Manning boy has gotten people to the point where now we accept that he might be cooked. Like I need Texas fans to explain to me. I said this last week. I said Texas is gonna have to get proven and understood that hey, we're gonna see if y'all are able to be respected and we accept what y'all are. And the next thing you know, we got Steve Sarkisian up here trying to defend freaking culture and stuff like it's all right. No, it's not all right. No, it's not okay. Now Arch Manning might not even be in the college football playoffs. But we're talking about it's gonna be okay. No, it's not okay. It is not okay. I need somebody to explain to me how freaking Florida, of all teams, beat y'all before you get to Oklahoma. I need some explanations. We talking about studs and duds. I've been lied to. I have been lied to that the college football rankings had Arch Manning at number 1 before the season started. And now we look down and they ain't even in the top 12. I need explanations. Somebody tell me. I need explanations.
Where are they? They're not even in the top 25 no more.
I need explanations.
They're not even in the top 25, dog.
I need explanations.
They put them on national TV with my Ohio State Buckeyes on a good old Saturday. It was a good Saturday. And y'all thought he was supposed to do something? And then he started what team that was he started flexing on? That was like a D2 school.
Sam Houston State.
Stop that, man.
I need explanations. They went from number 9 last week to not even top 25. I need explanations. Somebody got to own up to this.
He's a fence sitter. I think you got like some kind of explanation, and then actually how you really
listen. All I gotta say is he couldn't take Quinn Ewers' spot.
I need understanding.
The amount of excuses people use, like, oh, they just being loyal to the senior. No, they knew. The coach knew. Sark is just being loyal to that man name. You're like, we can't put him in for real. And now they can't really take him out because of the last name either. So they just gotta be like, we just gotta hope. just like Ty did, that something just clicked and they figured it out. That's the only thing that we can hope right now. Ty, just like Ty had that moment that just clicked for him. that Arch have the same thing because right now,
Does he have a
I
draft
have been
prediction
lied
yet?
to.
no, he's not coming out for the next probably 3 year, 2 year.
But he dang sure ain't coming out after this year. I can tell you that much.
And Peyton them kind of knew it too because they were like, yeah, he not coming out to the draft.
He definitely not coming out this year. I can tell you that
Peyton
much.
said before the season, he's like, y'all, he ain't ready yet. And I'm like, why he keep saying that? ESPN telling me he is. Peyton like, nah.
I'm in shock. I've been shocked.
It doesn't matter. Did Peyton and Eli on TV
Not this
say he's
year.
not coming out because he's not ready yet? Did they not say that?
Oh, they gonna make
Yo,
make
Peyton,
him
I
stay.
know Peyton don't lie to him. Peyton
They
don't lie
gonna
to
make him
nobody.
stay. Arch, you see this? You see this throw, Arch? That's terrible.
Peyton don't hold back on nobody. I don't believe Peyton Manning hold back on no one. He's like, hell no, he ain't coming out.
So my homies at Gemini, shout out to Google, they said likely not 2026. Although he's eligible, he's gonna probably delay his entry into the NFL draft. Yeah, I mean he'll be a fifth man. He would tarnish the name of the Mannings.
I'm offended. And
Oh,
don't
his competition in high school was trash. Peyton Manning's son played way better talent. Peyton Manning's son.
He's in 8th grade.
And his
Don't
talent,
think-
he plays better than Arch. Go back and look at Arch highlight tape. Peyton Manning's 8th grade son is playing faster than
His
people.
kid is in
Arch
8th grade.
Y'all think I'm playing Peyton Manning's son is playing better competition than Arch Manning plays?
You think Peyton is teaching ABCs at home with his kids? No.
and
This is a slant. This is a
And
slant
don't
against
think-
cover 3.
Marshall
and
plays
don't-
at Baylor School in Tennessee. He plays it. I think that's a 6A school. I think it's a big school. What the
And
Arch
don't
play?
think I forgot about you, Penn State. Don't think I didn't also say you were gonna see who was real. Don't think I
Okay,
forgot
go
about you,
off.
Penn State. This freaking
go off.
this UCLA man. I'd have told y'all. I said there's gonna be some people exposed.
Arch played at Isidore Newman School. That's a 2A school, ain't it? Ain't that what Taylorville played?
I am offended. Like I cannot believe something. Penn State, like I said, these top 10 ranked. I said 2 weeks ago. I said, bro, some of these top 10 teams are looking fraudulent because you shouldn't be there, man. Nah, your number 7 and number 9 both ain't even in the top 25 because they had embarrassing losses. It wasn't even just bad. It was just embarrassing. I knew it would be some fraudulent.
Arch went to Isidore Newman College in New Orleans. That's a prep. That's like one of them smaller prep schools.
Hold on. To be fair, if UCLA played at Penn State in November, I might be different.
Oh, that's because
You don't lose to UCLA, regardless. You don't lose.
I don't believe that. I believe
You're
Penn
not
State.
supposed to.
UCLA just got one win.
You're not supposed to lose to UCLA, bro. I'm sorry. You're
In a
not
win?
supposed to lose to them.
Pac-10 has been a different ball this whole time. They was trying
They were their first win, bro. They were literally their first win.
Their first win.
You are not supposed to lose to UCLA.
But it's not. They're not used to because Ohio State builds themselves to beat the Big Ten.
Bro, Utah put up 40 on them, bro. New Mexico put up 35. You're not supposed to lose to them.
Are you not understanding? So are you understanding why I'm saying what I'm saying?
I'm saying it don't matter. You are not supposed to lose to them.
Don't do that.
Matter of fact, they was
Don't
down
do that.
38-7, wasn't it?
When it's
To lose to UCLA.
West Coast teams play pass football. In the Big Ten, the way we play is you run the ball about 25 to 30 times and get you a couple of big plays from wide receivers. It's completely opposite. It's a faster game on the West Coast. Don't act like that, Monray. Don't do that.
You are a top 10 ranked team. You're not supposed to lose to somebody that don't even have a win.
If they have a way better, like what they say, styles make fights.
It didn't work for them because they done lost 4 straight. They own style didn't work for them.
Against people in the Midwest?
Like bro, they played their own people and it don't work.
Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, freaking Iowa, they all are set up to do some damage when it gets cold. Period.
Northwestern beat them.
Northwestern out of Chicago. Where's that at? Probably one of the coldest places in the Midwest because it's right off of the lake. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like styles make fights, man. That's a tough. If you got to run up the score None of these Big Ten school originals are really ready for that right now, except for Ohio State.
Michigan doing pretty well there.
No, they still run the ball like they crazy too.
They've been throwing the ball more with Underwood. Shout out to Underwood.
Child, please, no, they have not been throwing the ball like that.
Bryce Underwood just had his best game, right?
I'll just catch up with you later, man. After I get the stats together, they do
Yeah,
not throw the ball like
he got
that.
1,000 yard passing already.
Check downs, all that type of stuff. I'm talking about West Coast football is way different than Midwest football. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
But they
You got
don't
to
have the
again.
talent. They suck. Like,
Who does?
I hear you on West Coast football, but their style don't even work for their particular school. Like if that
West
school
Coast.
is one of the top in the Mountain West or top in the Big Ten, that show that their style works for them and is successful, then I would buy your argument. Okay, it was a matchup thing. This wasn't a matchup thing because their own team sucks at their own style. They're not good.
Bryce Underwood is thrown for
When
270.
you're in the
105,
Midwest,
that wasn't good. 235, 142, and 251.
when you're in the Midwest, and that's why I like Oregon being in this conference, so to show that how good Ohio State actually is. Oregon has always made their teams ready for the pack. Period. That's what they've done. So that's why they got so much speed all over the place, and that's why Ohio State has adjusted to that, so that they can actually compete with Oregon, because that's a different brand of football, right?
SEC just do everything.
And no, SEC is ass right now. They're not the top of the totem pole.
When Ole Miss win it all, we'll be talking about it again.
See,
Hey, y'all see on the list, we got 3 back to back.
you always doing something.
You see what I'm saying? But the list is Ohio State, number 1. Miami moved up to number 2
Should be.
after Penn State lost, which make Oregon win over Penn State worse, so they took it down. Ole Miss stayed the same. They're going to play Washington State this week. Texas A&M versus Florida also this week. We got Oklahoma versus Texas this week.
Man, I promise if Arch Manning hear these words and have like a ball out game against Oklahoma, bro, throw out the whole NCAA. I promise you that ignorance is going to happen.
You got Indiana at Oregon. What y'all gonna do? Is Indiana for real, Uniqo? Is he for it? Are they for it?
Hilarious.
But Alabama is number 8. They play at Missouri. That's an interesting. Hardy is up there. Shout out to Hardy from Lawrence County.
If I gotta look at the interesting games, the interesting one is gonna be we'll see what Ohio State do against Illinois. Yeah, Bama and Missouri is definitely gonna be a good one.
Shout out to Lawrence County. Hardy from Lawrence County out there, Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, you ain't lying. That Oregon and Indiana game gonna be nasty. Oklahoma better not screw up against Texas. It's gonna be they'll throw the whole thing away if that happens again. Man, Florida already exposed one team. They exposed 2 of them in back-to-back weeks, bro. Oh, it's gonna be priceless.
Tennessee, Arkansas.
Otherwise, that's pretty much it.
Michigan play USC, but that's just name power. Illinois got Ohio State. That should be.
Matter of fact, no. Who UCLA play? That's what we need to see. We need to make sure this West Coast offense is gonna show off again for another 42 points. Where UCLA? They play Michigan State. We're gonna see how the North gonna be able to deal with their West Coast offense.
The North, Memphis is ranked 23rd. Shout out to Memphis. But yeah, I'm looking for Hardy. Shout out to Lawrence County. We love to see him. Shout out to Perk from Raleigh. So them hometown boys from over on there in their hometowns out there playing very well. Perk got SEC defensive player of the week 2 weeks ago. So we're gonna see what he do. He played Washington State this week. We'll see how that goes. The schedule it's a little lighter this week than the last 2 weeks ago was an amazing week. But we got some that we're gonna see. We got, like I said, Oregon, Indiana is a big one. Texas A&M is Florida back. Did DJ Lagway figure it out? We got that one. Oklahoma, Texas, of course. Can Arch figure it out, or is it gonna get real bad? Because you lose to that Oklahoma team over here.
So this is the.
I live up the road. I live up the road from Austin. It gonna get real dark for Arch if he gonna get blown out by Oklahoma.
Like I said, 2 back-to-back weeks to getting exposed, bro. I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be pretty.
Arch, it don't matter how your season go. If you ball out against Oklahoma, they'll forgive you for a year.
Let me ask y'all a question.
You can change your life around right now.
So who's y'all number one SEC team since so they so big and bad?
Oh man.
Is it Ole Miss? That's who you really
I
like
mean, you want me
believe
to be
in?
honest? It's
I
probably
mean,
Alabama.
I'm gonna be biased. So if I say Ole Miss, I'm gonna be straight biased. So I can't say anything.
Mine is Ole Miss.
Okay, who's the second one then?
If you want to be honest, on pure talent
SEC.
and the way they're playing right now, Alabama.
They are on a hot streak. They're getting some
I have
momentum.
to forgive Alabama because I sure wanted to count them out after week one. So I
Ty,
have to
Ty
forgive them.
had a bad first week, and then after
Georgia,
he
LSU,
had a
Tennessee,
struggle
they
in the
ain't
first
nothing.
half, and then the second half of the second game it clicked, and that boy been on 5 cents. He been on 5 cents. So if I'm being real, they show that boy jogging. He ain't jogged since. That boy ain't never jogged again in his life since they showed that tape on TV.
Georgia ain't
What's that safety
Georgia
name,
ain't got
Monray? They
nothing.
showed that boy jogging. He ain't jogged since. That boy be sprinting. Oh, boy from Florida State embarrassed him, but yeah, it probably if we being honest, probably Alabama. But I do like Oklahoma quarterback and Texas A&M quarterback really good. To be for SEC, just depth.
How about
On
the
how many good
ACC?
teams it is?
Is it just Miami? Miami got this or what?
Yeah, ACC is basically Miami.
I mean, Miami until further notice.
Let's be
And then
real.
what?
Big
Florida
Ten is just
State?
Ohio State, Oregon, and
But
then
until further notice.
SEC. You see all the SEC teams on this list right now? They just beat each other ass the whole time
But
because they all got to
that's
play
what's
each
been
other.
happening in the Big Ten for years.
You got Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Tennessee, Missouri. That's all in the top 14.
Okay, that's plenty. That's plenty of people. Yeah.
That's just the first 14. Let's go down. Let's go see
All
what we
right,
got.
you was kind of on the ball with that one. You
We
on the
got
ball.
Vanderbilt right here, so we still got one more after that, but we got Vanderbilt right here. So
Why is Michigan still ranked? This is crazy.
they 4-1.
I mean, like I said, to be fair, I forgive Bama from earlier. I've always, if it ain't Ole Miss, it's probably Georgia. I do respect Georgia's program and still being able to be relevant without all the extra name power. So it'd probably still be Georgia, to be fair. I don't want to just ride on the roll tide train with Bama. So I don't necessarily like
They
rolling
just
with
beat
everybody.
Georgia.
But
They just beat Georgia. So I kind of get
I mean,
everybody.
I know they did, but I'm saying I still respect Georgia that they're still around. Like this,
Yeah.
even though they
Oh
took
yeah,
that loss, they're still only number 10. Like they're still fine.
but that Alabama team, since the old boy figured it out,
That boy had to realize, hey, I'm coaching for my job. I can't lose this.
yeah, they was. I saw when they showed old girl come out and said, "I'm gonna win the lottery and buy his contract out for $70 million." He's like, "Oh, they serious."
No, he had to realize, all right, I'm coaching for my job. I can't lead this no more. I got to do better.
He said he got to do better, and I appreciate. Listen, the boy's a really good coach. They just came out thought they was gonna run over Florida State, and then come out because you can tell the way they jogged and played that they didn't actually think about what they said. But y'all know what time it is. It's the end of the show. We
Oh,
gonna
good. I
end
can sit back and not do nothing now.
it. So you know what time it is. It's time for Zell rants. So let's go. We got three. We got three Zell rants today, as y'all can see. Well, the first one. This rant more so hurts. I'm not gonna lie.
Go for it. I just want you to just run through all three of them. Go for it.
This one hurts. My boy, you from up there in Starkville. I know where you're from. You from Houston High School. I know they didn't teach you the way you did. Week one, let's talk about it. Chris Jones, week one. Justin Herbert, you got him in the pocket. He's starting to struggle a little bit. He do what he always do. He might throw a pick. He does what Justin Herbert does. You take an inside technique on a third and long and man-to-man coverage. You never take the inside technique because no one's outside. He makes the first down, takes the knees, they win the game. Cool. The problem is your boy come fresh on it. He yelled at him back. I get it. It's a hot moment. We get it. We didn't want to talk about it because I understood it. It's a hot moment. You messed up. You don't want to hear it. I get it. Then we get to last night. Trevor Lawrence, we talked about it. He tripped. The lineman stepped on his foot. He falls. Not only that, he tries to get up fast. He falls again. And I'm like, that never works in the NFL. How do you fall twice and nobody touches you? Well, if one person stands up on the last play of the game and then doesn't move while he runs into the end zone on a touchdown, you wouldn't play next week. If I don't care how good you, I don't care what you have done for me. I just want to show everybody. I don't care what you've done for me. I don't care what you've done for me in the past. You wouldn't play. You are setting a bad example for the whole team. Monray asked earlier, what is wrong? I don't know what's wrong with the Spags defense. When you're leader of your team, the one that makes the most money, the one you didn't trade when you were trading everybody else, all Sneed, all these other big name players who played for you, you got rid of because they got expensive. We paid you, and I love you as a Mississippi boy. I loved you in Mississippi State. I still love you. But as a leader of the team, and when everybody see that my leader doesn't care as much, I care a little less. We good. He's good. We good. So now I'm seeing him play on a touchdown to win the game. You sit there and stand straight up and don't move. Matter of fact, when he runs to the end zone, you don't even pretend to run toward the end zone. You know what I love about Jalen Hurts? You know what I love about Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts threw a Hail Mary and instantly sprinted down the field to appear like he's going, if the ball get bounced up in there, he can go get it. In his mind, he imaginarily thought that somehow I could go get to this ball. I could get to the ball and make a play despite not having any clue how to get there. I can go get the ball. It's asinine. But as a leader, he showed the team, I'm giving full effort. So what's wrong with the Kansas City Chiefs defense? Spags can't do nothing with no effort. You would not be playing next week. If you had a problem with it, we trading you. You don't want to be here no more. And I love you. That's the crazy part about it. To stand up straight on a play like that was just disheartening for me as a fan of you, as a person who rooted for you since Mississippi State, as a person who rooted for you when you were ranked high at Houston, Mississippi, right outside of Starkville, as a person who rooted for you since. You was, 2 years behind me? I rooted for you since. I'm like, yo, he got it. Do your thing, Chris Jones. You played so well for so long. That's the lack of. If you don't want to play no more, I said the same thing to Kevin Hart. I gotta be honest. I gotta keep the same energy. If you don't want to play no more, retire. Travis Kelce said the same thing. If you don't want to play no more, retire. You've been giving a little bit of effort. But Chris Jones, that was inexcusable, and you wouldn't play. And if Spags got in the balls, you wouldn't play for him next week either. Because ain't no way. That's a horrible effort. Next up, Jonathan Gannon. I'm gonna bring down to see if the squad know who this is. Uniqo, Murray, do you know who Jonathan Gannon is?
Dang it, I know that name. It's been a while. He's not a running back.
No, he's not. He's not a player. He's a coach.
I thought it. Okay.
Yes. So I don't know if y'all saw this, but I can't show it because of NFL. But Jonathan Gannon has a rookie running back, and he slaps him in the face.
Ugh.
The rookie running back from the Arizona Cardinals. I don't know if he's a rookie, but what's that, Andrade or whatever? Andrade, I think he's a rookie. Or he's second year. He's a young player. He slaps him in the face after he fumbled. I don't know. Y'all saw the fumble in the Cardinals game, right?
Oh, you talking about what is Mercado or whatever?
Yeah, Mercado. He slaps him in the face. Listen, I saw a thing about Mike Davis was talking about Steve Spurrier. And he explained why he didn't like Steve Spurrier and why people like Steve Spurrier. He's a great coach, genius. We don't know who you are, but he's a great coach, a genius. He said I didn't like him because of the way he treated people. And I see people talk all the time like that's just hard coaching. Listen, it's a such thing as hard coaching. You can make me run. You can yell at me. The only rule I have in my life is you please don't disrespect me. Because shout out to NFL players, y'all are so tame and controlled that a person can slap you and you can just sit there and take it like it's supposed to happen. You're the only group of people on earth. You athletes are the only people on earth that's okay to slap, apparently, because it trains you somehow. Like you caged animals and you need to be trained like a dog. Because only place on earth to be trained. Let me bring in a panel because I want to know. I want to ask them a question real quick. Monray, Uniqo, do you know anywhere else it's okay to slap somebody or disrespect them and call them out their name outside of sports?
Where it's okay?
Yeah, where you can yell at people in most jobs. But where it's okay to call them out of their name or physically attack them. And I don't think you get a $100,000 fine. But do you know any place else that's okay?
Off the top of my head, that it's okay? Not really.
Yeah, nowhere on earth in civil society is it okay besides sports. And everybody likes to pretend. I saw people pretend like, oh, that's just hard coaching. There is no other discipline in the world where it's okay for you to just go around slapping people. Not even in the military. Listen, in the military. Let me go again. In the military, where people, your mistake can cost lives, they don't disrespect you in that way. They'll yell at you. They'll conform. They'll be hard on you. They'll train you hard. If you mess up, you do it again. You keep doing it over, and they'll scream at you. But I have never seen where it's okay for a military personnel to call you out your name or physically assault you. In the police force or any other force where lives are on the line and you make one mistake and cost them lives from doctor offices to everywhere, it's not okay. It's just the one trained sport in which we put people on a field and we put them in their underwear and measure every part of their body. Jerry Jones, we know you measure every part of their body. It's the only place on earth that all this is okay. Like you own, like it's like an old plantation type thing. I'm not comparing it to slavery in any way. But it's the only place where we kind of be okay with doing weird things to people. It's the only place on earth. This man literally got on a person who made a mistake and slapped him. And some people feel like it's normal. It's hard coaching. No, it's just weird. Listen, yell at me, make me do a practice all over again. Shout out to Derwood Anderson. Shout out to Mario Jenner. Yell at you. They never disrespect me by calling me out my name. They never like assaulted any of us that I know of. But they coach hard. You would do monkey flips and all that weird shit. That's what you're supposed to do. It made you throw up. It made you dizzy. It probably wasn't even good for your health. But they knew a lines to treat you as a person. And sometimes this rant was all about treating a human being as a human being, despite them being an athlete. Because sometimes I feel like we forget that athletes are human beings. But Trevor, they make so much money. No one's yelling at Elon Musk when he does messed up shit. Instead, we defend it half the time. And of course, we got one more Zell rant. And we thought that this was going to be amazing. We had a potential setup for it. And the last one is LeBron James. It was going to be Mark Sanchez, but Mark Sanchez it was a little too sad for me just to rant about. So Mark Sanchez, I don't know what's wrong with you, bro. You need to get some help. The alcoholism to attack some old man who's just trying to park somewhere and get some food or somebody is insane. You need to get some help. That's all the rant I got for you. But LeBron James, I know everybody's getting attention, my brother. I know that no one's talking about you recently. I know it's been kind of hard. Luka is the new baby of LA. Everybody talking about, look how skinny Luka is at the preseason game. LeBron was on injury report. He's like, oh, okay, we didn't care. You went on Kai Stream. You a big name. Shout out to Castanet. You got to cut his hair. Big moment for you. But again, more people in the basketball world was talking about Luka. So you decided to put up an announcement. And I hit up the boys right away. I said, Monray. I said, Uniqo, give me your top 3 LeBron moments. This might be the end. I said, just send me a picture too. So at that moment, so we can encapsulate this amazing career of this man. And I said, ain't no way that he's just going to announce something regular after putting the decision AI photo on the screen. Well, it wasn't even AI photo. We found out it was a real dude. But there's no way you're going to do us like that. You're not going to make a picture similar to the decision in which you made a thing that changed the sport. A moment that changed the whole NBA. The style of way the NBA was played at the time was changed on this one moment. A moment I never criticized you for. I respect it. It was a big moment. It was a part of everything. I expected at least to like, oh, I want to be traded. Oh, I want this. Something big. It's my last season. We're going to do a roll call. It probably is your last season. But I expected you to announce that and we just celebrate you this year. And on this show, we're going to celebrate you. Instead, you waste my time with a Hennessy ad. Alcohol. Alcohol, sir. You wasted our time. You could have said announcement, big announcement coming soon. You put a date and a time on it. Like you finna have an interview. You had everybody showing you love simply because I can't believe I'm agreeing with Skip Bayless. You just wanted attention. There is no way on earth you put this big ad out. All I did was put out a picture. You know what you're doing, bro. We know you're not stupid, bro. You have a whole team of brilliant people who knew, yo, we need some attention because we're gonna sell some more products. You selling me a product, bro. Bro, that's what you're doing to your fans at this age. You selling products to us in this way. You could just say, hey, got a big announcement and put a tweet out. Instead, you put the decision like thing and said LeBron makes a decision. Everybody know what that means. You set up your fan base again for high hopes. And then you disappoint us. That's why you second place in Jordan. That's why you forever second place. Nigga, we don't like you like that. I'm saying, I'm hurt.
That's the work right there.
I'm hurt. Nigga, you
That's some
just
nasty work right there.
you locked yourself in second place. You locked yourself in second place. Look at it.
I had an allergic reaction last night.
To what?
Niggas.
How to use a clip, bro. I'm allergic to niggas, man. Look, Monray, any thoughts on any of the rants I went on?
I mean, you know, Chris Jones, he just went back to the effort I said. Jonathan Gannon, look, I get it. Man's pulled of Deshaun Jackson, but yeah. When your hands on somebody, hey, that could go sideways, even if you're a coach to player. But, you know, I'll respect the people to keep their composure. And especially Mercado, if I'm saying your name wrong, I apologize. Especially big ups to you for keeping your composure after that horrifying moment where I know you felt bad on it. So that's another one. LeBron James, I guess it's about the media now. So, you know, gotta think what the lumps is coming.
Uniqo.
I mean, he said it perfectly. Period. It is what it is. Zelmae, you hit these one. I mean, I don't know about the LeBron thing.
He hurt me. These rants are hurt. It come from
No, because I like when you wrong, nigga. I like when you wrong. I told you it was gonna be an ad.
I even told you, Uniqo told me it was gonna be an ad. I'm like, no, he won't do us like this.
No, this
Yeah, he straight up did you.
This ESPN, and I was like, no, who is that from ESPN? And then who is ESPN? We the new media. What are you talking about?
But Uniqo sat there saying it's gonna be. I'm like, no, he won't do us like this. He won't.
No.
He won't treat us like this.
Hold on, who is us? Who is us?
The fan, bro. Did you not see Twitter? Like,
I don't know if you're a fan or not.
Yo, I defended LeBron a lot. I was a Melo first fan, but I defended LeBron a lot.
You stood up for Paul George.
Uniqo, did you see? Uniqo,
Uh-huh.
the ticket sales for the Lakers games skyrocketed yesterday because everybody assumed. Am I wrong, Monray? Did they not skyrocket?
300.
Well, yeah, they went up.
They all went up. It skyrocketed. They put them tickets like he was going to announce retirement. It literally made TMZ and every news channel like, oh my God, LeBron going to announce retirement.
It was a plan to make the Lakers more money, man.
And the ticket prices shot up because it was going to be his tour, the Kobe tour. It was going to be LeBron's Kobe tour. And the tickets skyrocketed. That's who the fans are. The away game tickets shot up. Bro, I looked at the San Antonio Spurs versus that game. Them tickets shot up like 500% because they're like, LeBron's last time playing Wemby in San Antonio. I'm like, oh, shit. Listen, I did it for John Cena. I was going to the Lakers San Antonio game with LeBron now. I was going to buy a ticket because it's the last time you can see LeBron. Now I'm like, I don't want this shit no more. I'm not buying it no more. That's how hard I am. I did the same thing for John Cena. It's the last time I ever get to see John Cena. I'm going to see John Cena. Last time I'm ever see LeBron, I'm going to do it. Now I don't even know if he even knows I want to no more. I'm like, oh, it might just be fake. He just might do it for attention. That's who, when you say who he hurt, the people that pay high prices because they want to see LeBron for the last possible time.
Time to sell your tickets on the scalper.
I ain't buying if LeBron. Well, if Holly is out, I'm not going to that game. No, I'm gonna go. I go every year, so no, I ain't gonna say that. I go to the Laker game every year though. I gotta go. I gotta do it.
See on Trevor Lawrence's touchdown when he fell first, did you get a good view of him as he hit the ground? And after that, how did that play out?
I thought multiple times we had him. We just got to finish. We got to finish. We had multiple guys there that we just got to finish that play. It was a fluke play for him to be able to break that many tackles. But yeah, I think I put it on us as a defense. We got to.
I can finish it. I can't finish the clip.
Man, shut up.
I can't finish the clip.
Shut
I
up.
got mad. You're like, bro, he didn't say me. He said I put it. We had multiple chances.
I think that's out of all these stories that you just said in this segment. Yeah, definitely Chris Jones is the biggest one. The other one in regards to the coach. Nah, you can't do that to no grown man. I'm paying for my kids' tuition. You ain't about to punch me like that. It
Bro.
wasn't a punch, but it was a nice strike though. A couple of nice strikes. No, you ain't about to do that to me. Period.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't care if I'm a third string running back. You ain't about to do that. Period. I'm not a high school kid.
Bro. That clip I saw made me irate again. Oh my god. Monray, how you feel about the Chris Jones clip? When you were like, we had multiple chances, we can't let that happen. I'm like, bro, if I'm a defense, I might cuss you out if you come back in that locker room saying this.
Oh, they won't do that. They won't do that to defensive players. They never do that to defensive players.
Let me cuss you out. If I'm your defensive end and you like, we gotta make that play, I'm like, I'm gonna call you a bitch. You say who? Not if you just stand there watching us work. You
I'm not
watching this play.
Chris Jones out.
Listen. I'm a grown man. I don't care who
You
he is.
think that you could have just tried a little bit harder?
No,
I might have did that.
No, that's crazy. No, I don't care who you is. That's a crazy excuse. That's no accountability. That's crazy. Monray, anything else? You need to go.
Nah, I'm done at this point. This has been a week in football.
We got
Oh,
so
it's
much
been a week.
more going on in life too every single day, don't we?
We do.
We
Shout-
should.
It'd be crazy. No, I'm talking about just other stuff that other people be doing. It don't
Oh
be us.
man, I blame P Diddy, man. Ever since the week where he was getting sentenced, everything just been off the rocker, man. Now everybody just doing random stuff. I blame him. It's his fault. It started last week. Now every week we get
Hey,
random stuff.
you racist.
Oh wow.
It was ready. Uniqo Williams, what can they find you?
UnicoWilliams.com. Also, you can hit me with Uniqo Williams on YouTube. It's my favorite place to go. Y'all should go too. We got some. The Rock tried to play a UFC fighter or something like that. I'm gonna go see that movie. So check out my review.
They say he did good. So shout out to The Rock. Follow Uniqo at Uniqo Williams on YouTube. So shout out to Do You Hear Me? Shout out to Do You Hear Me on Facebook and all those places. Monray, where can they find you?
So boy, Monray Hudson, everywhere it says Monray Hudson, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Threads, as it still exists, TikTok, of course, and on Make It Make Sense, the podcast on Saturdays, YouTube and Facebook. We are here.
The podcast. Don't forget the podcast when you look it up. There's so many.
That's it.
So look at that. And you can find me.
Did you know that they got sun-kissed waifus over there? Woo.
Shout out
they do.
Shout out to that. Shout out to
They're
them.
all over there. I heard they was coming back, or did they come back on Sunday? What happened? Did we follow?
Maybe I was supposed to.
I didn't get a notification for it, so I don't know, on Facebook or YouTube, and I usually have both of them on. So maybe they ain't been on.
I want to see all the costumes.
But shout out to Ash, shout out to Sun Kid, shout out to Ebony. I appreciate all y'all. You can find me at Casual Conversations on Thursday. This week gonna be an interesting week because we got a lot of AI. A lot of AI. I see Chris Benoit came back from hell. Huh?
What's Sora? SORA?
That's a video AI app. Apparently it just started making wrestling videos now. So now I see Chris Benoit come from hell and the devil took him back. I've seen storylines of Martin Luther King versus Malcolm X in a WCW ring, and he joined.
Telling you, the promo of Biggie and freaking Tupac took the cake for me.
By the way, Martin Luther King, the AI did horrible with his voice, but Tupac voice is insane. I don't know, like
they did that Tupac that Tupac thing was cool. The deep fake that they did with like, what if Biggie Smalls found Ozempic? That was a little different. Like as far as how he looked, that was a different deep fake.
Martin Luther King said the dream died. apparently, so I don't know what's going on in the AI world. I'm like, this can go very bad. By the way, also we talking about apparently even the AI got where they putting clothes on women now, and I'm like, this is weird. Okay, and then she start acting.
Wait, hold on. Has that been AI stuff that I've been seeing on Twitter where the girls is like dressing fully
No,
covered?
it's a girl named
but they got
Jigga.
ass.
Her name is Jigga something. I've been following her for years, and she dressed kind of scandally, which I'm like, okay. But then so now dudes decided to find all her pictures, even from 3 years ago, and just put clothes on there. Like, look how good she look with clothes. But now the AI is moving and doing shit, and I'm like, okay, this been weird, but it's getting darker now, and I don't know what you can do with this now. So I don't like the fact we putting AI on people and making it do shit. Because this can go very much left. Because she's not quite famous. She's like Twitter known, but she's not like famous. So it gets real interesting with this AI shit. So we're gonna talk about that on Thursday. There's a lot going on with AI. So I appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. This is Keeping 99 Sports every Tuesday at 7 to 7:15. This show went a little longer, but we had a little more stuff we want to talk about. We're gonna condense it a little more. We'll keep trying to get better. I appreciate y'all for watching. And y'all know y'all got that one question. Y'all sat here and watched this long and still got this question.
Who are these niggas?
You gonna tell me about some shit you ain't never seen, bitch ass nigga. You can miss me with the whole ass shenanigans, my nigga. Wait.
Silky smooth, like the touch of velvet.
Wrong one. Oh, I ain't got